Hello again, everybody. David Clary along with Mark Hayes, Andy, and Tyler with us here at the Wildcat Arena getting set for Oak Ridge High School Lady Wildcat basketball and Oak Ridge High School basketball. The traditional Saturday late season ball game with the Fulton Falcons. Tonight, the Lady Wildcats entertain the Lady Falcons in their next to last tune-up before the District 3 tournament next week. Oak Ridge will close out their regular season on Monday against Clinton and begin tournament play on Friday. But tonight, Oak Ridge needs to take care of business against an always physical and talented Fulton team. Fulton has already won their District 5 3A championship and has quality wins this season over Clinton and South Doyle. But as of late, they have been struggling just a bit. Fulton has lost 6 of their last 8 games, but did manage to win last night after 3 straight losses to quality opponents. The Lady Wildcats continue to trend upwards, having won 10 of their last 11 games played since the new year, with the only loss coming on Monday against the Alcoa Lady Tornadoes. Yesterday, Oak Ridge drew the right number and will be the number 1 seed at the district tournament next week. Lady Wildcats will play at 6 o'clock on Friday in Campbell County against the winner of the Carnes Central ball game. Powell will face the winner of the Campbell County West game at 7:30, and that will be this coming Friday. The tournament begins for the first round ball games on Wednesday at 6 o'clock for those first round ball games. Fulton, tonight's opponent, has one more regular season game. That'll be coming up on Tuesday with Carter before they begin their tournament play. Last season, Oak Ridge defeated the Lady Falcons 64-53 at Fulton. Oak Ridge has won the past 4 games in the series, with Fulton winning in 2017 over the Lady Wildcats for their last win over Oak Ridge. Lady Wildcats lead the all-time series. It's kind of an abbreviated series. The Lady Wildcats lead the series 10-6 since 1983. I mentioned the Lady Wildcats will be at home again on Monday as the Clinton Lady Dragons come to town. It will be senior night for the Lady Wildcats. We will honor the 3 seniors on this year's Lady Wildcat team: Gracie Herron, Lauren Hart, and Samaj Clark. Oak Ridge defeated Clinton in a tough game last Friday, 52-47, and will try to extend that long winning streak against the Lady Dragons. We will broadcast Monday's ball games on FM 92.7, FM 94.7, prepradio.com, Oak Ridge Schools Television Channel 15, and we will stream it live on our YouTube channel, which is Prep Radio, spelled Prepradio. You can go to YouTube and subscribe to our channel, and you'll be notified each and every time we go on the air with an Oak Ridge broadcast. TSSAA charges $250 per game to stream the district tournament, so this could be one of our last streams of the season. Anybody wishing to sponsor a game in the district or beyond, please contact me. Should our teams play in the district championship games, we'll try to figure out a way somehow to sponsor the Wildcat basketball team that won the state championship. We thank you once again, Leah Sharp-Braden of Kinetic Performance Training. Our seasonal sponsors include Ortho Tennessee, the Oak Ridge Utility District, the Fox Insurance Group, Mortgage Investors Group, 10 Bank of Oak Ridge, Mike Kelly with Betsy Coleman Realty, and Laura Lynn Green with State Farm Insurance. Tonight we are on prepradio.com and Channel 15 and attempting to stream the game on YouTube as well. We're going to take our first break. When we return, Mark will have the starting lineups, and then I'll return with the play-by-play. It's Oak Ridge and Fulton here on this Saturday night edition of Lady Wildcat Basketball, the Wildcats and the Fulton Falcons. And we'll be back to the Wildcat Arena following this 3-minute timeout.
How do you say the name? TN Bank?
No.
Kin Bank? So what is it?
10 Bank.
Just run more efficiently. They provide hot water when you need it, precise heat control for cooking, and you can dry clothes in about half the time. Comfort you can feel. Savings you can use. ORUD Natural Gas. To learn more, visit ORUD.org.
Mortgage Investors Group at the Oak Ridge office. We love our community and Oak Ridge Wildcat basketball. We pride ourselves in taking the same winning tradition in helping you find the perfect mortgage loan for your family. Ask for Norma Sheldon, Jackie Pullen, Shannon Ochiltree, Mandy Henry, or Darren Osborne at 865-482-8910 or visit us online at mortgageinvestorsgroup.com. Tennessee Mortgage License Number 109111. MIG is an equal housing lender.
You've worked hard to build your business, and we want to help you protect it. The team at Fox Insurance Group believes your business deserves the expertise of a local insurance agent. With business insurance from Todd Fox at Fox Insurance Group and Encova Insurance, you can make sure your business stays up and running no matter what happens. If you own a business, make sure it's fully protected by contacting Fox Insurance Group. Visit www.grayfoxins.com or call 865-482-0513.
Come in, discover the difference of an independent insurance agency. Fox Insurance Group, Oak Ridge.
I'm Mike Kelly with Betsy Coleman Realty. I'm a proud graduate of Oak Ridge High School, class of 1982, and a member of the 1980 state championship football team. As a lifelong resident of Oak Ridge, I would love to put my knowledge of the area to work for you should you have any real estate needs. You can contact me at 865-919-5559 or at betsycolemanrealty.com. Thank you, and roll Wildcats roll.
They say that being a coach's wife is hard, but Laura Lynn Green, wife of Oak Ridge head coach Aaron Green, and a local State Farm insurance agent, makes buying insurance easy for you. Auto, homeowners, renters, business, life, health, and much more. Laura Lynn Green's office is located at 136 Marquette Road in Oak Ridge. Give her a call today at 483-5666 or say hello to her courtside at any Oak Ridge High School basketball game. She might be a coach's wife, but she was a Wildcat fan first. For State Farm Insurance, call Laura Lynn Green in Oak Ridge.
This is Hayden Tarwater, and you're listening to Wildcat Sports on prepradio.com.
Now back to the Fox Insurance Group Oak Ridge Wildcat live stream on YouTube. Come in, discover the difference of an independent insurance agency. Fox Insurance Group Oak Ridge.
Welcome back once again to the Wildcat Arena. We're just moments away from tip-off of this ball game between the Oak Ridge High School Lady Wildcats and the Lady Falcons of Fulton High School. The two teams have been playing since 1983. Mark, it's always exciting when these two teams get together. Looking out into the gym right now, the crowd not as big as we anticipate, but, you know, I was kind of thinking about this with Oak Ridge having to play Clinton on Monday. You would expect that a lot of the students and a lot of the community might just want to wait and come on Monday, but this game has always been a big draw.
Yeah, it has. I remember, in years past, David, specifically probably 4 or 5 years ago now, when the fire marshals had to shut this down. T. Higgins was a senior, and just a phenomenal game. The Wildcats won by 50, and then the Fulton Falcons went on to win the state. So it's always been interesting. What I like about this game specifically, and I think I say it every year, is it's a Saturday game. And it's the only game in town, basically, so you can usually get a lot of other spectators, non-Oak Ridge spectators coming out. I know I've already seen the girls' coach of Clinton is here, and we're about to have a live singer for the national anthem, David.
Now let's go down to the floor and let's see if we can pick her up. What a great job on our national anthem here from the Wildcat Arena, getting set for Oak Ridge High School basketball. The Lady Wildcats and the Lady Falcons of Fulton High School are about to get underway here. We appreciate our camera personnel tonight, Andy Hudson and Tyler Morris and Parker Free. My name is David Clary along with Mark Haste. And Mark, you've got the starting lineups for tonight's game.
Thank you very much, David. Starting for the Lady Falcons of Fulton, they're going to come out with number 2, Jemiah Simmons, followed by number 12, Demonia Williams, number 21, Elia Knighton, number 24, Rajani Bailey, and number 32, Renisha Gates. Starting for the Lady Wildcats, they're going to come out with their traditional stars. That'll be number 10, Ayana Porter, followed by number 11, Samaj Clark, number 23, Lauren Hart, number 24, Cannon Green, and number 34, Jenna Johnson.
Tonight we are on prepradio.com and Oak Ridge Schools Television Channel 15. We're also streaming live on our internet channel, the YouTube Prep Radio. You can tune us in for that as the public announcer is making the starting lineups down on the floor. Mark, Wildcats just played Thursday, had a win over the West High Rebels where they got a chance to play a lot of players. They've got Clinton coming up on Monday, and they start tournament play a week from yesterday. So, Lady Wildcats, these are not do-or-die ball games, but they're great tune-up ball games getting ready for the tournament.
Yes, they are, and it's always, like I said, the Oak Ridge Fulton game is always a tough classic for both teams, both the girls and the boys. So, as you said, it's a great tune-up for postseason play, and that's what we're going to be starting in less than a week. I guess the girls play a week from yesterday.
And the boys will be playing a week from tonight as the Wildcat starting lineups are being introduced. One of the things we saw on Thursday night, which was very, very good to see, is the fact that Gracie Herron back with us, dressing out, got a chance to play, scored 10 points in that ball game. I think if she can just provide a little bit of offense inside, I think she's going to be great for the Lady Wildcats down the stretch.
Yeah, she really will. She really will be, David, because, they've got Zayana Stewart, who is able to go in there, but Gracie's just more of a presence on the post that the Lady Wildcats are really needing to help out Jenna Johnson.
Zayana is not with us. She is in California right now getting ready to watch the Super Bowl. How exciting it must be for her to be watching her Uncle T. Higgins play. That game will be tomorrow, obviously, but we've got a ball game here tonight. Let's center the camera here, and we'll get underway here as the Lady Wildcats will have Jenna Johnson to jump, and the ball is up, controlled by Oak Ridge, and we are underway on a deflection. Down the floor with the basketball quickly will come Oak Ridge, and Samaj Clark gets the Lady Wildcats started strong with a nice bucket. Here's a steal by Oak Ridge. Lady Wildcats give it up to Jenna Johnson, and it's 4-0 Oak Ridge. And hopefully the card is started in the camera, and down the floor with the basketball will come the Fulton Lady Falcons. 4-0 our score, 7:35 to play in the first period. Fulton basketballs. They work the ball across the line, a deflection at the midcourt line. They get a three. Now they're going to go inside. Lady Wildcats a little bit out of position there. Shot is partially rejected there by Jenna, saved away by Cannon Green. Here come the Lady Wildcats down the floor at the free throw line. A wild pass, I think intended for Lauren Hart. It goes sailing over the top of the bench of the Fulton Lady Falcons, and it'll be the Lady Falcons with the basketball. They're moving right to left here. Falcons trying to win their 17th ball game of the year. They've already won their district as the Lady Falcons try to get the ball across the line, and they do. The Wildcats almost commit a foul there, and here's another steal. Lady Wildcats, Jenna Johnson with it. Jenna's going to go coast to coast with it off the glass. Good. And the Lady Wildcats have a 6-0 lead here with 6 minutes and 58 seconds to play in the first quarter. Already early on here, Mark, the Lady Wildcats playing well on defense, and they lead at 6-0. Here's another steal. Jenna Johnson just picks the pocket, and Jenna has another layup. This time the ball is knocked out of bounds, but the Oak Ridge defense really causing havoc to the Lady Falcons.
Yeah, I think the Lady Falcons, they've only been able to set up their offense one time. The other two possessions have been turnovers as Samaj Clark gets her blocked or shot blocked.
Here come the Falcons once again moving right to left here. They'll walk the ball across the line. 6-0 our score, 6:34 to play. They lob the ball down low along the baseline. Trying to get a shot off. Before that, they did travel with the basketball. That's a mismatch in terms of physical size inside, but with Jenna Johnson's jumping ability, there's no mismatch down there. Maybe just in girth, I guess. Lady Wildcat basketball. Here comes Oak Ridge working the ball to Jenna. Double team, goes backdoor, and I know what she tried to do. She tried to get it to Samaj on a little backdoor play, but the Falcons were ready for it, and they pick it off, and they bring the ball down the floor for a three. It's off. No good. They've got the rebound. Back up with a shot on its way, and a foul is going to be called, I think, against Jenna. 6:07 to play first quarter. 6-0. The Lady Wildcats in the lead. The boys' game will follow, featuring two of the best coaches in East Tennessee, if not the entire state of Tennessee. Jody Wright of Fulton and Aaron Green of the Wildcats. 6-0 our score. Fulton to the free throw line. The first shot is good.
To the line, David, is Renisha Gates. That's her first point of the game. First point for the Lady Falcons.
Gates is a senior player for the Lady Falcons. Free throw is missed. Rebound to Fulton. And they'll drive right back in for a shot blocked by Jenna. Saved away momentarily by Cannon. Saved on the floor by the Lady Falcons. And they launch a three, and it's no good. Off the rim will come the rebound and taken away by Jenna Johnson. Here comes the freshman down the floor for the Lady Wildcats. 6'1" Oak Ridge. The Wildcats a quick 10-footer. Up no good. Didn't really get planted there. Ayanna Porter missed the shot, and down the floor will come the Fulton Falcons quickly down the floor. They throw the ball away, though. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball. Sometimes, and Coach Pruden used to tell me all the time, you don't necessarily have to get a turnover on the press in the rear court. If you speed them up, they're liable to turn the ball over themselves without you actually getting one, as the Lady Wildcats have it coming down the floor. Ayanna swings it out to Cannon, top of the circle. Cannon Green around the left side. Baseline jumper, a little 5-footer by Samaj is good. And the Lady Wildcats lead Fulton 8-1.
Samaj now with 4 points. They have a great ball movement that time by the Lady Wildcats, finding Samaj open on the left side.
Here come the Lady Falcons down the floor, and the ball's knocked out of bounds. The Wildcats trapped there in the corner. She went right to the baseline or the sideline over at the time stripe, and then the Lady Wildcats converged on her, and they easily just trapped her, and she lost it out of bounds. Good start for the Oak Ridge defense. Here's Ayanna penetrating the paint, kicking it out to Hart. Lauren bounced past left side. Cannon Green pulls up, wanted to shoot, did not. Backs it over to Samaj. Now she'll drive in. Nice pass inside Jenna. She is fouled and will go to the free throw line. Lady Wildcats working well together here in the early going, but most impressive has been the defense to this point in the first 3 minutes of the game.
Yeah, it's really opened up the offense for the Lady Wildcats, as that foul for the Lady Falcons was on number 21, Alana Knighton. That's her first, team first, as Jenna Johnson's first free throws up and good. She now has 5 points of the ball game.
Jenna is a 66.6% free throw shooter, and she knocked them both down. And the Lady Wildcats now lead it by a score of 10-1. 5 minutes to play. This is a team that's won 16 ball games, Mark. They have won their district and have played some really good basketball and some quality opponents in the last couple of weeks, including the Sevier County Smoky Bearettes. But right now they have struggled to get the ball down the floor, and they're going to turn it over again. The Lady Wildcats are going to get another layup. If Samaj can control it, she gives it off to Ayanna, who puts it up and scores. I'm surprised Fulton's coach, Tyler Howell, hasn't called a timeout, because it has been all Oak Ridge. 12-1 our score.
What great unselfish play that was that time by the Lady Wildcats, David. Ayanna Porter quickly got the ball up to Samaj Clark, and Samaj Clark couldn't quite handle the ball there at the end, so she gave it back to Ayanna for 2 points.
Lady Falcon basketball, 4:28 to play first period. We're on YouTube. We're on Oak Ridge Schools Television Channel 15. We're on Prep Radio. Here's another steal by Oak Ridge on that trap once again, as the Lady Wildcats work the ball, and they work the ball to Ayanna. I thought she was going to turn it over. Here's Samaj driving in, has trouble with her dribble, gives it out to Ayanna, to wide open Jenna Johnson. Good. Why has not Hal called the timeout? And he finally does. 14-1 is our score. Lady Wildcats in the lead. We'll take a break. We'll be back to the Wildcat Arena. 14-1 Lady Wildcats, back in 30 seconds.
I'm Mike Kelly with Betsy Coleman Realty. I'm a proud graduate of Oak Ridge High School, class of 1982, and a member of the 1980 state championship football team. As a lifelong resident of Oak Ridge, I would love to put my knowledge of the area to work for you should you have any real estate needs. You can contact me at 865-919-5559 or at betsycolemanrealty.com. Thank you, and roll Wildcats roll.
Welcome back once again to the Wildcat Arena, 14-1. The Lady Wildcats have an early lead here, 4:05 to play. I don't think you could have started this game any better, Mark.
No, it's just been a great start for the Lady Wildcats, and there's another turnover by the Falcons. Probably, I don't know that much about the Falcons, but if they've won 17 games, David, I would think that would be uncharacteristic of a team who has 17 wins on the season.
And they are 8-0 in their district and district champs. Maybe they didn't want to make the short bus ride over here to the Wildcat Arena on this Saturday night as Oak Ridge tries to work their offense again. I thought Oak Ridge was going to shoot a three there. Ayana with the basketball, swings it inside of Samaj. She's got a shot if she wanted it. They're just leaving Oak Ridge open. I don't know. They've kind of going in a zone, and the Lady Wildcats says there's not a good pass there by Samaj. And they're going to get a layup on the other end. It is no good, but a foul is going to be called against Cannon Green. I think Samaj is upset with herself. She just kind of tossed it over to her, and that was going to be an easy layup. Cannon, all she could do is really commit the foul because that was going to be an easy layup. And to the line will go the Lady Falcons. Here comes Gracie Herron off the bench. Lindsey Cleveland is checking into the ballgame now as well. Out will come Jenna Johnson. 3:36 to play first quarter. So far, it's been all Oak Ridge.
It has, as you said, 14-1, David. Quite an early spanking for the Lady Wildcats. We'll see if they can keep it up. As the free throws up, no good.
And it'll be Oak Ridge's basketball coming back the other way. 14-1 is our score. 3:34 to play. Oak Ridge will close out their season on Monday against the Lady Dragons of Clinton, and that'll be at the Wildcat Arena. We'll have the broadcast for you on FM 92.7. Oak Ridge basketball. Lady Wildcats work it to Gracie, top of the circle. Lady Wildcats have Demetria Strickland in the ballgame. Here's Lindsay around the left side. Oak Ridge ball, cross court it goes. Right corner, Lindsay. Cleveland thought about a three-pointer, but took an extra step and turns the ball over. 3:19 to play first quarter. Oak Ridge in the lead, 14-1. The boys' game will follow. We had no junior varsity game. We were expecting a boys' junior varsity game tonight, but when everybody got here, there was no other teams. I guess we didn't get the memo, I guess, as the Lady Falcons work their offense with it. Number 24, that's Bailey. Bailey to the left block, brings the ball back out for a long three, hits the rim, no good. Rebound Oak Ridge. Coming down with it will come Demetria Strickland. Here come the Lady Wildcats down the floor. Demetria sets it up to the top. There's Ayana. She shoots a three. It's on its way. Good. Three-point shot, Ayana Porter, and it's 17-1 Lady Wildcats.
Ayana now with 5 points in the ballgame, David, with 2:40 remaining in the first quarter.
Then they come across the line. Another strip of the ball goes bounding out of bounds, and Fulton can't catch up with it, but it was last touched by Oak Ridge. Lady Wildcats in the lead, 17-1 as we broadcast here from the Wildcat Arena. And Coach Taylor was telling me on the radio on Thursday when we closed out the ball game that, we had the Clinton game coming up on Monday, and she hoped they wouldn't be thinking about Clinton on Saturday night. And tonight it looks like they're thinking about Fulton, Mark.
Yeah, they look definitely focused tonight, David. Everything that they've wanted to do, I'd say they've been able to do successfully.
Here come the Lady Falcons with the basketball. Right elbow. She almost falls down, and she does. Top of the circle, 2:22 to play. Well, Lady Wildcats trying to stop the Falcons here on this possession. One of the few times they've been able to kind of get their offense going, and then they throw the ball away. I've been told, Mark, that the sound and picture are great. We've got Stephanie and Neil Thompson watching from Marion, Illinois, our broadcast tonight. We've got several people watching our YouTube stream, and we appreciate all of you all. And we appreciate our sponsors all season long. You can see them if you're watching on the YouTube stream as Gracie gets a little 6-footer up there. No good. One of the few missed shots by Gracie this season. Here they come down the floor. You can see the sponsors up on the floor. Here's a deflection and another steal by the Wildcats. Here comes Oak Ridge running the floor strong all the way to the hole. Shot is no good, but a foul is going to be called. The sponsors, our seasonal sponsors, are up in the left corner of our stream. And they've been with us all season long. Most of them have been with us for several years as Oak Ridge goes to the free throw line.
To the line for the Wildcats is Ayana Porter, David. This is first from the free throw line, up and good. She now has 6 points. She's got a 2, a 3, and now a free throw.
Tonight, our individual game sponsor is Leah Sharp-Braden of Kinetic Performance Training. We appreciate her sponsoring our broadcast. Second toss was good. 19-1 is our score. The Lady Wildcats in the lead. 1:45 to play first quarter. Been all Oak Ridge to this point as they drive in for a shot. No good. Rebounded by Gracie Herron. pulled down by Oak Ridge, and another layup on the other end. Good. High off the glass that time. And Oak Ridge is all over the Lady Falcons, 21-1. This is an 8-0 team that has won a number of games this year as they work for a shot. It's partially rejected by Gracie, out of bounds, saved by Oak Ridge. Here come the Lady Wildcats running again. Here comes the nice pass inside. Lindsey Cleveland this time for the layup. Good. Lady Wildcats running the floor with perfection, dominating the Lady Falcons. It's 23-1.
And almost a turnover there by the Falcons. Good reach-in job by Samaj Clark, able to knock the ball away without getting a foul. Unfortunately, picking up the foul is Gracie Heron.
Gracie took a nasty tumble, but she gets right back up as Lady Wildcats. She looks uncomfortable, though, wearing that brace. As Lady Wildcats substitute, looks like Lauren is coming back in the ball game. Samaj is out. Lady Falcon basketball, they have one free throw to their credit. This is like it was on Thursday night when West did not get a field goal until the second quarter. There's another missed shot rebounded by Gracie Heron. Here come the Lady Wildcats down the floor. 23-1 our score, Lady Wildcats in the lead here. 48 seconds to play in the first period. The boys game will follow here on prepradio.com, Oak Ridge Schools Television Channel 15, and on our internet stream, Prep Radio. Turnover there by Oak Ridge on an errant pass. They drive down the floor. Shot is no good. Rebounded by Fulton. They get a shot back up. Again, no good. This time knocked out of bounds, they say, by Gracie. Gracie looks winded down there. She didn't get cleared until the first part of the week, and she's just been rehabbing her knee where she tore her ACL before the season started. So she's bound to be a little winded, but we need her to get some minutes in there to get used to playing come tournament time. At the 22-second mark, they launched their first field goal, good, and it's 23-4.
Yeah, their first three-pointer as well, David. As you said, Lady Wildcats lead 23-4 with only 17 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
Tyler Howell is the head coach of the Fulton Falcons. He's assisted by Tony Cooper and Adrian Tate. The Lady Wildcats in the lead here. They're going to shoot another three. This one's up, no good. Good rebounding position for the Lady Wildcats. Here they come down the floor quickly. Demetria to Lindsay, can't control the pass. It goes off her fingertips out of bounds with 2.2 seconds to play in the first period. 23-4 is our score. Lady Falcon basketball, they'll face a little pressure in the rear court, make it harder for them to get down the floor. They'll try one from three-quarters of the floor, but it's not good. 23-4 our score. Lady Wildcats in the lead. We are live at the Wildcat Arena here on prepradio.com. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
I'm Mike Kelly with Betsy Coleman Realty. I'm a proud graduate of Oak Ridge High School, class of 1982, and a member of the 1980 State Championship football team. As a lifelong resident of Oak Ridge, I would love to put my knowledge of the area to work for you should you have any real estate needs. You can contact me at 865-919-5559 or at betsycolemanrealty.com. Thank you, and roll Wildcats roll.
How do you say the name? TN Bank?
Nope.
Tin Bank?
So
what is it?
10 Bank. 10, as in Tennessee. Right here where all our banking decisions are made. Not some corporate office in who knows where. 10 Bank partners with small businesses in our community to help them grow.
Really?
Yes. That's local banking from 10 Bank.
Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Come in, discover the difference of an independent insurance agency. Fox Insurance Group, Oak Ridge.
Welcome back once again to the Wildcat Arena. The second quarter just underway here. 23-4 the score. Lady Wildcats in the lead. Oak Ridge playing with Lindsey Cleveland in the ballgame. Demetria Strickland, Kate LaFoons in the ballgame. Lauren Hart and Cannon Green. Their basketball, 7:47 to play. Lady Wildcats have a game on Monday, and you'd like to rest your starters and players as there's a travel called by Mr. Orrick down on the floor here. There, you like to rest your starters because they're only going to have 1 day to prepare for Clinton. That's coming up on Monday, so it'd be great to have the non-starters play a lot of minutes here today. As Oak Ridge throws the ball away, I think it's going to be tracked down. A couple turnovers there for the Lady Wildcats, 23-4. But we need to. I'm surprised the score it is what it is, but it's giving the Lady Wildcats an opportunity to play a lot of players. Down the floor will come the Fulton Falcons. On the sideline, once again, they've had their troubles there. They've turned the ball over several times on traps. They work for a long three. It's up good. 3-point shot. Lady Wildcats need to extend just a bit on her. 23-7 the score. Here come the Lady Wildcats down the floor, and Oak Ridge will take a three. That's off the mark. Got to keep playing here despite the score. Lady Wildcats have got to continue to play hard because this Fulton team didn't win that many games by smoke and mirrors. They launch another three. Got to extend the defense. And Coach Taylor probably saying the same thing. And just like that, it's 23-10.
Yeah, that's Simmons for Lady Falcons. She's hit 3 threes in a row, David, from the exact same spot. Before that, she was 0 for 3.
I think the Lady Wildcats have kind of lost their mojo a little bit. They've kind of been a little lazy with their passing here. Here comes a cross-court pass to Lindsay. In the paint, goes in for the shot. No good. Rebound back to Oak Ridge. Lady Wildcats back up. Foul called, and Oak Ridge will be shooting free throws. Lady foul, I think, is Demetria Strickland. 6:28 to play, second quarter, 23-10. Lady Wildcats in the lead, and Demetria will go to the free throw line.
Demetria has 2 points in the ball game, David. This will be her first attempt from the free throw line as the Lady Wildcats lead 23-10.
She misfires on that shot. Lady Wildcats are going to substitute back in the ball game Jenna Johnson. I think that Coach Taylor was really pleased with this group on the floor. 23-10 the score, at least for that little brief period of time anyway. Second toss is up. Good. He hesitated a bit because it kind of rattled around. The buzzer kind of blew a little bit too early there and kind of stopped the play, but the shot went in anyway.
As the Lady Falcons get the ball in bounds, David, Lady Wildcats lead 24-10 with 6:22 remaining in the first half. Good defense that time by Cannon Green, able to deflect that pass.
And it'll be Fulton basketball once again, side midcourt. They work the ball in. 6:21 to play second quarter, a 14-point lead for the Lady Wildcats, but they've been able to knock down some shots here. Way outside the three-point line, not shooting once again. Out to the top it goes. Lady Wildcats have Samaj Clark back in the ball game. They also have Jenna Johnson, Cannon Green, along with Ayanna Porter. Here's another three, and guess what? She knocked it down again. And just like that, Mark, it's 24-13, and I think they need to guard that young lady.
Yeah, she has 12 of their 13 points, rather, Dave, so all but one. So that would be a good indicator.
Lady Wildcat basketball. Oak Ridge is going to hesitate to go inside, and then another foul is going to be called, sending Oak Ridge to the free throw line. 5:45 to play in the first half, 24-13. Lady Wildcats led 23-4 at one point. So they've outscored Oak Ridge 9-3 here in the last bit. 5:45 to play. Oak Ridge ball. Not a shooting violation. Jenna's going to shoot a three. No good. Missed shot, and then the rebound. There's going to be a foul called against Oak Ridge. Kind of a quick shot there by Jenna. Jenna's a good shooter from the outside, and we'll see that more as her career unfolds here as the Lady Wildcats want a timeout to refocus. 5:41 to play, second quarter, 24-13 our score. We'll take a break. We'll be back to the Wildcat Arena in 30 seconds.
Mortgage Investors Group at the Oak Ridge office. We love our community and Oak Ridge Wildcat basketball. We pride ourselves in taking the same winning tradition in helping you find the perfect mortgage loan for your family. Ask for Norma Sheldon, Jackie Pullen, Shannon Ochiltree, Mandy Henry, or Darren Osborne at 865-482-8910 or visit us online at mortgageinvestorsgroup.com. Tennessee Mortgage License Number 109111. MIG is an equal housing lender.
Welcome back once again to the Wildcat Arena here. 24-13 our score. Lady Falcon basketball. They're moving right to left here. Here comes a long pass, driving with the basketball. Here's the deflection. They get a layup. The shot is no good. Fulton on the rebound. Then a big battle for it. Saved by the Falcons. Looked like she, as they set for another three. And guess what? She had another one. And it's now 24-16. And I think the Lady Wildcats have got to make some adjustments out there on defense, Mark.
Yeah, they really do. That's her fourth in a row. So as Samaj Clark missed her three-point attempt, now with the ball is Ayanna Porter.
Lady Wildcats, I'm telling you, look a little bit unfocused. I think they got that big lead and then relaxed. And I think the Lady Wildcats are going to have to make some changes here. And Kate LaFoon's going to come out of the ball game. Gracie Herron's going to come back in. It's down to an 8-point game, Mark. It was 20 3-1 at one point. Lady Wildcat defense was effective then, as the Lady Wildcats have the basketball coming down the floor. Wildcats work it across the line with Cannon Green. Here comes Oak Ridge with it, top of the circle. 24-16 our score. Gracie's got it. Lady Wildcats passing is not so great right now as they put one off the glass. No good. Gracie on the rebound. No good. Back up with it. No good. Rebounded by Cannon. Up. Good. Cannon Green and the Lady Wildcats kept working on the glass there, Mark, and then finally the shot went in.
Yeah, the work really paid off. It was great to see Gracie in there. Unfortunately, she wasn't able to put it back as Jenna Johnson gets a steal. She puts it up. She's got 10 points.
And it's 4:17 to play in the second period here. Our camera personnel, Andy Hudson, Parker Free, and Tyler Morris here tonight. The Lady Wildcats get another steal. Lady Wildcats getting back to what they did in the first quarter, and that's go to the defensive side of things to get steals. That time, Lady Wildcats turned the ball over. I think Samaj was not expecting that pass to come her way. Oak Ridge back up by 12, 4:04 to play second period. Shout out to the Fulton Falcon broadcast team. Tommy Sweat and his company are up there in the balcony. Good to talk to him before the ball game. Tommy is a former quarterback and point guard for the Fulton Falcons. He's a really good guy, and we're glad that he's in the arena enjoying this one. He's played in this game before, and when he was a sophomore, he was telling me about when they beat us. And he didn't get to see the Fulton game when T hit the three-pointer, but he has watched, believe it or not, Mark, a lot of our YouTube videos, which is, I don't know why he was so bored to do that, but he did, and we appreciate him. Oak Ridge basketball, 28-16 the score. Lady Wildcats, Ayanna Porter fires a pass to Gracie, a kind of a belly shot. Lady Wildcats shoot with Samaj, shot good. Lady Wildcats refocusing, Mark.
Yeah, it's great to see. I mean, Samaj Clark got a good look at that shot, and it paid off for her. She has 6 points in the ball game.
3:19 to play second quarter. Here they come once again down the floor, driving to the right side. Outside the three-point line, hop, step, and a three. Good. They have nailed some threes in this one, Mark.
Yeah, they have. As a team, that's, 6 in a row.
30-19 our score. 3 minutes to play here in the first half. Lady Wildcats in the lead. The Wildcats try to get the ball into Gracie. Pass was not good. It's going to be picked up by the Lady Falcons, though. The Wildcats, a few too many turnovers here, and the layup is up. Good, count it, and a foul's going to be called. Fulton is a team that, with athletes out on the floor, we haven't played a lot of teams like this where they can bring the athletes out to be just as quick, if not quicker, than Oak Ridge, as Lady Wildcats will substitute. Lauren's going to come back in for Gracie, and that's probably a little bit of a shock, and that's one of the good reasons I think it's good to play them before the postseason, because you're used to playing against athletic teams. Down to an 8-point lead once again. Here's Oak Ridge going down the floor a little bit too quickly again. It was just too quickly, and the Falcons intercept but then turn the ball over. I think Ayanna wanted to penetrate in, but she got too far in, and then I think was a little bit surprised at their quickness as they set up in the zone. It's only an 8-point game. 30-22, Lady Wildcat basketball. Cannon with it to Samaj inside Jenna. Her shot is up. Good. A lot of contact there, but no foul. Back to a 10-point lead. 32-22 the score.
Really nice assist that time by Samaj to Jenna Johnson, David. Giving the ball initially to Samaj was Cannon Green.
Lady Wildcats are going to get it on their turnover on a jump ball. 2:19 to play in the first half, 32-22. Lady Wildcats were up 23-1 at one point in this game. It has been all Fulton here in the second quarter, but the Lady Wildcats still maintaining the lead. 32-22 the score, Oak Ridge basketball. Cannon's going to drive in, thought about shooting, will not, backs it up once again. Much more aggressive is the defense. Nice pass inside, layup is good. Give the assist, I believe, to Samaj. The bucket goes to Ayanna Porter.
Yes, now Ayanna with 9 points for the Lady Wildcats, David. A lot of the Lady Wildcats scoring big here in the first half.
Lady Wildcats harassing them on defense still, and Oak Ridge is going to be called for a foul. Ayanna a little bit too aggressive. We almost got it away from her, and just kind of frustrating their ball handlers at the midcourt line as Lindsey Cleveland, another harasser, is going to come into the game, and Cannon's going to check out. 1:51 to play second quarter, 34-22, the Lady Wildcats in the lead. Fulton basketball. Oak Ridge has Lauren Hart in the ball game. Don't tell me. She did it again. You talk about from downtown, that was from Kingston. as she locked that one in. The ball's knocked out by the Fulton Lady Falcons. 34-25 the score. Wow, that girl can shoot.
She really can, David. I'm running out of space to keep track of her three-pointers here in the first half.
Lady Wildcat basketball. Oak Ridge works it into Jenna. Back to Demetria Strickland. Demetria penetrates in, throws the ball out, and it's knocked out of bounds by Fulton. Minute 29 to play, second quarter, 34-25. So the Lady Wildcats, what looked like was going to be a rout, are now in a dogfight right now. As the Lady Wildcats, Samaj Clark goes to the free throw line and shoots from there. Too strong, no good. Lady Wildcats can't get the rebound. Here come the Falcons down the floor. They can cut it again. 34-25 the scoreless. Garter, as she drives in, kicks it out. This is going to be the Falcons driving in. Back out for a three again. And she hits it again. They backed off of her, Mark. I don't know if you noticed that. They backed off of her, and she got the ball right back and drilled it, and it's a 6-point game. That's just, not recognizing the shooters out there. She's been doing it the whole game as Oak Ridge tries to work it into Lauren. Lady Wildcats drive in. Lauren into Jenna. Jenna with the layup. No good, but she is fouled. Coach Hal's not happy. Just like that, it's a 34-28 game because of that girl's three-point shooting.
I'd almost switch to a box and one so that you don't leave her alone at any point, because every time they fall off of her, she makes them pay. She has, 24 points, 24 of their 28 points. It seems kind of obvious that she's doing all the scoring for them.
We had that trouble against Alcoa, Mark, and Coach Taylor told me on the TV show their defensive philosophy is to never be more than an arm's length away from the ball. And they weren't actually on the shots, but you got to figure, you got to stay with her. She's been their only offense, as you said, as Oak Ridge has the lead back up by 8. Now they work the ball inside. Here's another steal. Just keep the ball away from her. Boxing wouldn't be a bad idea. Samaj brings the ball down the floor, harassed, pulls up and shoots. No good. I think that was more of I'm going to show you as the Falcons pull down the rebound and travel with it. I think Samaj took that shot because she was harassed so much that she was just going to say, hey, this is for you, that she missed the shot. But Oak Ridge has the ball, and they can play for the final shot, but they're not going to. They're going to drill it with Samaj Clark, and it's a 10-point Lady Wildcat lead once again.
Samaj now with 8 points in the ballgame, David.
Here they come down the floor. Let's see what they can do in the final 14 seconds. They work the dribble to the right side. They dribble in, bounce pass into their post player. She gets a shot up. No good, but does draw the foul. Lady Wildcats on top by 10. 7.8 seconds to play in the first half. 38-28 is our score. And to the free throw line will go the Lady Falcons.
To the line, David, for the Falcons will go Gates. She has 1 point. It's from the free throw line. Now she has 2. She's 2 of 3 from the line tonight.
7.8 seconds to play. 28-29 the score. 38-29 the score. Second toss, good. Lady Wildcats up by 30, trying to run with 6. Lady Wildcats, here comes Ayana. She's wide open. Shot is no good. Rebound, out of bounds. Last touch by the Wildcats. I think it was Demetria who missed the 3 anyway. So we go to the dressing room at what looked like was going to be a rout of the Lady Falcons. Just like that, they came back shooting the ball extremely well. They're going to call a foul on, I believe, Jenna coming over the back for the rebound, and they can cut it to 6 here at the line.
Yeah, unfortunately for the Lady Wildcats, that's her 3rd foul. So, you don't want to pick up a foul at the very end of the half, and B, you sure don't want to pick up your 3rd foul.
0.3 seconds to play. To the line will go the Lady Falcons. 1 in the bonus. She missed it, and that's the end of the first half. So it all came down to that. 38-30 the score. I know there's a couple things that Coach Taylor, Coach Trent are going to talk about in the dressing room. They're going to think, well, maybe we substituted too early. But I talked about the rationale there. We got another ball game on Monday, so you want to get those girls in and keep the starters' legs fresh. And maybe we're going to change our strategy and try to slow down the long-range shooting of the Lady Falcons, who obviously maybe have not hit those kind of threes during the course of the season, but they sure have tonight. Mark, your thoughts on the first half?
It started out great for the Lady Wildcats, David, but then, the three-point shooting of specifically Simmons was phenomenal, and that got the Fulton Lady Falcons back into the game. And so, like I said, I mean, if I were coaching, and I'm not a coach, but I would put a box of one, or I'd not leave Simmons open at all.
We are live here at the Wildcat Arena here. 38-30 is our score. It's Oak Ridge and Fulton on this Saturday night edition of Lady Wildcat basketball. We're going to take a break. Mark's going to work on the final stats. We appreciate our camera personnel, Andy Hudson, Tyler Morris, and Parker Free, doing our camera work tonight. We're going to take a break. We'll be back to the Wildcat Arena. Halftime score, Lady Wildcats up 38-30, back in 3 minutes.
How do you say the name? TN Bank?
No.
Kin Bank? So what is it?
10 Bank. 10, as in Tennessee, right here where all our banking decisions are made. Not some corporate office in who knows where. 10 Bank partners with small businesses in our community to help them grow.
Really?
Yes, that's local banking from 10 Bank.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Energize your home with natural gas from ORUD, your affordable energy choice. See all the ways natural gas can improve your home by visiting our showrooms in Oak Ridge or Kingston. New gas appliances run more efficiently. They provide hot water when you need it, precise heat control for cooking, and you can dry clothes in about half the time. Comfort you can feel. Savings you can use. ORUD Natural Gas. To learn more, visit ORUD.org.
Mortgage Investors Group at the Oak Ridge office. We love our community and Oak Ridge Wildcat basketball. We pride ourselves in taking the same winning tradition in helping you find the perfect mortgage loan for your family. Ask for Norma Sheldon, Jackie Pullen, Shannon Ochiltree, Mandy Henry, or Darren Osborne at 865-482-8910 or visit us online at mortgageinvestorsgroup.com. Tennessee Mortgage License Number 109111. MIG is an equal housing lender.
You've worked hard to build your business, and we want to help you protect it. The team at Fox Insurance Group believes your business deserves the expertise of a local insurance agent. With business insurance from Todd Fox at Fox Insurance Group and Encova Insurance, you can make sure your business stays up and running no matter what happens. If you own a business, make sure it's fully protected by contacting Fox Insurance Group. Visit www.grayfoxins.com or call 865-482-0513.
Come in, discover the difference of an independent insurance agency. Fox Insurance Group, Oak Ridge.
I'm Mike Kelly with Betsy Coleman Realty. I'm a proud graduate of Oak Ridge High School, class of 1982, and a member of the 1980 state championship football team. As a lifelong resident of Oak Ridge, I would love to put my knowledge of the area to work for you should you have any real estate needs. You can contact me at 865-919-5559 or at betsycolemanrealty.com. Thank you, and roll Wildcats roll.
They say that being a coach's wife is hard, but Laura Lynn Green, wife of Oak Ridge head coach Aaron Green, and a local State Farm insurance agent, makes buying insurance easy for you. Auto, homeowners, renters, business, life, health, and much more. Laura Lynn Green's office is located at 136 Marquette Road in Oak Ridge. Give her a call today at 483-5666 or say hello to her courtside at any Oak Ridge High School basketball game. She might be a coach's wife, but she was a Wildcat fan first. For State Farm Insurance, call Laura Lynn Green in Oak Ridge.
This is Hayden Tarwater, and you're listening to Wildcat Sports on prepradio.com.
Now back to the Fox Insurance Group Oak Ridge Wildcat live stream on YouTube. Come in, discover the difference of an independent insurance agency. Fox Insurance Group Oak Ridge.
David Clary back here along with Mark Hayes, Parker Free, Tyler Morris, and Andy Hudson as we broadcast here from the Wildcat Arena on this Saturday night of Oak Ridge High School basketball. The boys' game will follow here on our YouTube channel, Prep Radio, and prepradio.com. And we're also streaming the game on Channel 15. Mark Hayes is our statistician tonight. And, Mark, you've got the first half statistics.
Thank you very much, David. Leading scorer for the Lady Wildcats is Jenna Johnson. She has 14 points in the first half. She's 5 of 6 from the field, 4 of 4 from the free throw line. 9 points added by Ayanna Porter. She's 3 of 4 from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. 8 points by Samaj Clark. She's 4 of 9 from the field. 3 points have been added by Demetria Strickland off the bench. She's 1 of 3 from the field, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. 2 points for Lindsey Cleveland off the bench. She's 1 of 2 from the field, and 2 points also by Cannon Green, where she's 1 of 1 from the field. As a team, the Lady Wildcats are 15 of 28 from the field. They're 14 of 23 in twos. They're 1 of 5 in threes, and they're 7 of 8 from the free throw line. Now looking at the Lady Falcons, they're led in scoring by Jemiah Simmons. She has 24 points, David. 1 of 1 in twos. She's 7 of 10 in threes, and 1 of 3 from the free throw line. Also scoring is Rejane Bailey. She has 3 points. She's 1 of 2 from beyond the three-point line. And Renisha Gates has added 3 free throws for the Lady Falcons. She's 3 of 4 from the line. As a team, the Lady Falcons are 9 of 23 from the field, 1 of 10 in twos. They're 8 of 13 in threes, and they're 4 of 8 from the free throw line. Lady Wildcats led big in the first quarter, ending the first quarter on top 23-4. Then they were outscored in the second quarter, 26-15, but they're able to hold on to an 8-point lead as the Lady Wildcats lead the Lady Falcons of Fulton by a score of 38-30. David?
38-30, as Mark said. The boys' game, of course, will follow here on prepradio.com. We'll also have it on our YouTube stream and Channel 15. 38-30 is our score. The crowd is filing in. I don't think we'll have to close the doors like we did several years ago, but it looks like it's going to be a big crowd. We'll take one more break. We'll come back with the second half. 38-30, Lady Wildcats, back in 3 minutes.
How do you say the name? TN Bank?
No.
Tin Bank? So what is it?
10 Bank. 10, as in Tennessee, right here where all our banking decisions are made. Not some corporate office in who knows where. 10 Bank partners with small businesses in our community to help them grow.
Really?
Yes, that's local banking from 10 Bank.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Energize your home with natural gas from ORUD, your affordable energy choice. See all the ways natural gas can improve your home by visiting our showrooms in Oak Ridge or Kingston. New gas appliances run more efficiently. They provide hot water when you need it, precise heat control for cooking, and you can dry clothes in about half the time. Comfort you can feel. Savings you can use. ORUD Natural Gas. To learn more, visit ORUD.org.
Mortgage Investors Group at the Oak Ridge office. We love our community and Oak Ridge Wildcat basketball. We pride ourselves in taking the same winning tradition in helping you find the perfect mortgage loan for your family. As for Norma Sheldon, Jackie Pullen, Shannon Ochiltree, Mandy Henry, or Darren Osborne at 865-482-8910 or visit us online at mortgageinvestorsgroup.com. Tennessee Mortgage License Number 109111. MIG is an equal housing lender.
You've worked hard to build your business, and we want to help you protect it. The team at Fox Insurance Group believes your business deserves the expertise of a local insurance agent. With business insurance from Todd Fox at Fox Insurance Group and Encova Insurance, you can make sure your business stays up and running no matter what happens. If you own a business, make sure it's fully protected by contacting Fox Insurance Group. Visit www.grayfoxins.com or call 865-482-0513.
Come in, discover the difference of an independent insurance agency. Fox Insurance Group, Oak Ridge.
Welcome back once again to the Wildcat Arena here. 38-30 is our score. The second half just moments from getting underway here. The Lady Wildcats at one time, and I want to keep hammering this, but at one time led 23-1 in this ballgame, Mark. But the three-point shooting, I don't know that I've ever seen a player against Oak Ridge Lady Wildcats in the history of me watching him hit 7 3-pointers in one half.
Yeah, that was phenomenal. And, like we said, David, hopefully we're going to learn from that and not leave her open. That's number 2, Jemiah Simmons for the Lady Falcons. A tremendous shooter.
Once again, a reminder of our individual game sponsor is Leah Sharp-Braden of Kinetic Performance Training. Thank you, Leah, for being a big supporter of Oak Ridge High School basketball. Of course, she was a member of the 1997 Oak Ridge Lady Wildcat basketball state championship team. Here's Oak Ridge once again. Gracie's so used to being on the bench, she's taking the balls off the floor and rolling him down to the bench. She's been on the bench most of the season, and she's kind of being the manager, which she had to do for the first 3 or 4 months. Fulton basketball, as we start play here, Lady Wildcats come out with Samaj Clark, Lauren Hart, and along with Jenna Johnson, Ayana Porter, and Cannon Green, the original starting 5. Samaj now out high on Bailey. She's going to work the ball to the right corner. Lady Wildcats in the lead by 8. Good defense by Oak Ridge so far. A lot of action, a lot of movement. Lady Wildcats playing closer as they get a nice backdoor play. She might have walked with it. Ball's loose on the floor. Lady Wildcats gave up on defense there and give up an easy bucket, and it's a 6-point game. Here comes Oak Ridge down the floor. Hart.
Samaj Clark able to make the 2 points for the Lady Wildcats. Samaj now with 10 points. That's the Lady Wildcats. On defense, I think they're sticking with number 2 a whole lot better. Looks like Cannon Green has that assignment.
They put up a shot, no good. It's rebounded by Oak Ridge. I think she stepped out of bounds with it. Card is on, I hope, in the camera with 7:08 to play in the third quarter. 40-32 is our score. Lady Wildcats by 8. It'll be the Falcons to work the ball in. Bounce pass comes in. Lady Wildcats. Samaj Clark guarding the ball there. They work the ball top of the circle. They are going to extend just a bit. Looks like Cannon's going to be guarding up high. They get a screen to the right side. Now they'll drive in, bounce pass inside, and she walked. And she almost, I guess that's not really a walk. That's more like a jog right there, Mark.
Yeah, she definitely got called for traveling because she traveled quite a distance.
6:51 to play third quarter. 8-point Lady Wildcat lead. Oak Ridge playing with their original starting 5. Got to keep Jenna out of foul trouble as Ayana works the ball inside to Samaj. Great passing inside to Jenna for the shot. She missed it, though. Very seldom you see Jenna miss a shot, but the ball passing, very unselfish play right there. And the Lady Wildcats back on her, off her again. This time she missed a shot. Rebounded by Oak Ridge for a moment, then a foul is going to be called. The Lady Wildcats backed off of her once again, but she finally missed a shot, Mark.
Yes, she did. Sorry, I was trying to listen for the who the free throw or the foul was on, David. I think it was on Sammy Taylor.
And I think it was on Natasha Gates, actually. As Lady Wildcats shoot a 3, it's on its way. No good. Rebounded by the Falcons, and Lady Wildcats are going to have to sweep the ball away. And here comes the Falcons setting up their offense here. 40-32 the score, 6:10 to play here in the third period. Lady Falcon basketball, they look like they wanted to lob it down low along the baseline. Good defense there, Oak Ridge. Now they breaks down. They work the ball inside, and then the Falcons swing the ball to the right. Lady Wildcats got to get on the floor and get some of those loose balls. As Lady Falcons set up their offense, down by 8. There's a travel going to be called. She just didn't put the ball down on the floor. Lady Wildcats looked a little bit tentative on defense right there, but they got the turnover away, and here they come down the floor. Oak Ridge trainer Brian Leffler having to attend to one of the Lady Falcons. I don't guess they brought their trainer with them today. Oak Ridge basketball, Lady Wildcats. Here comes Lauren Hart, left side. Cannon Green along the baseline. Works the ball to Samaj, and Samaj goes in for the shot. Good. Samaj Clark drives in, and the Lady Wildcat lead is back up to 10.
Samaj now with 12 points in the ball game, David. 12 of the 42. A nice steal by Ayana Porter, David. Nice move, too, and she's rewarded with 2 more points.
It's Oak Ridge's defense which really fueled the big lead in the first quarter. And they got a steal there and an easy bucket. Lady Wildcats back up by 12, and looks like Coach Howell thought he was going to call a timeout there. Play is halted, Mark.
Yeah, play is halted. Play is halted for number 22. That's the second time she's tied her shoe in the game.
Well, I mean, it's a safety issue for her, so we can't fault her. Here they come down the floor. Lady Wildcats are going to get another steal, though. Cannon's got it, coming across the line, stops, gives it off to Ayana. Ayana thought about shooting, swings it off to Jenna, back to Samaj. Samaj drives in, pulls up, little 12-footer, hits the rim, no good. Tracked down nicely by Jenna Johnson. Back to Samaj, she drives in, no place to go, kicks the ball back out. Now they drive left, they kick it out to Lauren Hart, who drives the baseline. Lauren works the ball, right elbow, nice cutting pass goes to Cannon Green. She kind of a little short on her shot there. It's a 12-point game. 44-32 the score. 4:36 to play here in the third period. Lady Wildcats trying to win their 17th game of the year. Lady Wildcats will play in the district tournament starting on Friday at 6 o'clock against either the Carnes Lady Beavers or the Central Lady Bobcats. Lady Wildcats kind of backed off on defense there, but they missed the shot anyway. Oak Ridge with it. Lauren Hart down the floor. Lauren dribbles all the way coast to coast, gives it into Jenna Johnson for the layup. Good, but the play was made by the way Lauren just took the ball down the floor.
Yes, she really did. She was able to bring the defenders with her, which really opened up Jenna Johnson. As a steal almost by Green, picked up by Porter, over to Jenna Johnson. She's got it baseline, kicks it out to Lauren Hart. Lauren Hart will reposition, take a shot up, no good.
Ball saved in bounds by Fulton. It was going to be Fulton's ball because it hit the rim and was going out of bounds. Lady Wildcats have it up by 14. And just like that, it was down to 6 as Cannon works the ball right side to Lauren. Lauren drives the paint, stripped of the ball, loose on the floor. And here come the Falcons down the floor. And then the ball swept out of bounds by Oak Ridge. Lady Wildcats in the lead, 46-32. So it was 6 just a moment ago, and it's back up to 14.
Yeah, and the defense, has really stepped up. And I do believe that they're playing Simmons differently. They're not leaving her quite alone like they had been. As I say that, she gets off a 3, and it's up and good.
And that is her 8th of the ball game. Who was guarding her that time? I was looking down at my score sheet here.
Ayana Porter was trying to get to her, but she was screened off.
Well, they do a good job with their screens there. So, and that's, I guess, I wouldn't, if you got a girl that can shoot 8 threes in a ball game, I would screen for her the whole game too. Oak Ridge basketball, Samaj, little 8-footer, rushed her shot. The Wildcats not in great position there to rebound. On the floor comes the Lady Falcons, and then on the floor, a foul is going to be called against Oak Ridge away from the ball. 2:54 to play, 46-35 the score. Lady Wildcats in the lead here, trying to hold on for a victory here. They've never trailed in the ball game, but the Falcons keep making runs against them. As Fulton sets up their offense once again. 2:48 to play, third quarter. The basketball will come the Falcons in the corner. They lob it down low. The ball is deflected and knocked out of bounds by Jenna Johnson. 2:41 to play, third period, 46-35. We're on prepradio.com. We're on Oak Ridge Schools television channel 15. Coach Howell is very active down there. They work the ball in. They get an easy shot up. Good. Not good teamwork there on the inbounds play, and they allowed an easy bucket, and a timeout is asked for. 46-37 the score, 2:37 to play in the third period. We'll take a break. We'll be back to the Wildcat Arena in 30 seconds.
Your home with natural gas from ORUD, your affordable energy choice. Gas appliances run more efficiently. They provide hot water when you need it, precise heat control for cooking, and can dry clothes in about half the time. Natural gas provides comfort you can feel and savings your family can use. ORUD Natural Gas. To learn more, visit ORUD.org today.
Lady Wildcats, I think I've been saying they were trying to win their 17th game. Lady Wildcats trying to win their 16th game. This is a non-district ball game, but we will be back here coming up on Monday, and the Lady Dragons will be our opponent. They gave Oak Ridge all they could handle in Clinton last Friday, and the Lady Wildcats will be short Zayana Stewart, who had a good game in that ball game. I don't think she'll be back for the ball game, but we'll see. She's at the Super Bowl watching T, and we wish the Bengals good luck. I don't know if Mark, you're a Rams fan, but I'm for the Bengals. I'm for the Bengals because of T. Higgins.
I'm in this exact same boat, David. I've been watching them all season as much as I can. Unfortunately, we don't get the Bengals games as much as I would like.
Oak Ridge basketball leading 46-37. Oak Ridge works it into Jenna. Spinning 6-footer, hits the rim, no good. Rebounded by the Falcons. Heavy pressure that time. They've got a big lineup in right now, and I think that caused Oak Ridge a little bit different. Usually, Jenna's able to jump over just about everybody, but they've got 3 pretty good-sized girls, and that's going to pay dividends for them as she steps out of bounds. I think this size, and this is the way you can beat Oak Ridge, I think, with size like that. Jenna can jump, but she's the only person who's really of any height out on the floor. As Lady Wildcats bring the ball down the floor, almost a double dribble there, saved by Lauren. Lauren's going to drive in, no place to go. Falcons play pretty good defense. Lady Wildcats got most of their offense in the first half because of their defense. Here's a 3, it's up, no good. Rebounded, tipped away, and saved away by Lauren Hart. And then she can't control the dribble. Goes off her fingertips out of bounds. She grabs her face saying, oh, I should have grabbed that. Minute 47 to play, still a 9-point game. The Falcons, Lady Falcons just won't go away.
No, they won't. I mean, they're a good team, as you said, David. I believe you said they were undefeated in their district. I mean, this is a good team. It's just the Lady Wildcats just jumped all over them early on, and their three-point shooting took a little while to get started.
Not great defense right there, but they continue to miss shots there. Then they get a putback shot good. Lady Wildcats trying to match up with them, and it's kind of hard. I would go back to the press once again. As Oak Ridge launches a three, and guess who hit it? Samaj Clark. They really needed that right there.
Yeah, Samaj now with 15 points, David. That's her first three-pointer of the night.
Samaj will be one of the three seniors that will be honored as they leave that three-point shooter open. Up, no good. Rebounded by Lauren Hart. Lady Wildcats with it down the floor, up by 10. Minute to play. They push it up the floor quickly to Jenna, and she's fouled. Three seniors will be honored on Monday. It is senior night. Gracie Herron, Lauren Hart, and Samaj Clark will be the three seniors that'll be honored. We have 6 on the boys' side, so it could be a kind of a lengthy presentation, but we always look forward to it. Actually, sometimes we don't, because we get to know these ladies and the young men so well after watching them play for 4 years, and then it's sad. We're sad to see them go. Hopefully, both teams will have a nice extended postseason. First free throw by Jenna Johnson was up good. It's 50-39 Oak Ridge. Second toss also good, and Jenna's having a good game.
Yeah, she's perfect from the line, David. She now has 18 points in the ballgame, so knocking on the door of 20.
She's over 200 on the season. Lady Wildcats have 3 players over 200 points. Samaj Clark has close to 400 points on the year. 51-39 the score, 52 seconds to play. Lady Wildcats got to continue to play defense. They trap and harass up high, and they're going to turn the ball over. Samaj has it, and then a foul is going to be called against the Lady Falcons. I think it's going to go against Knighton, the senior. I'm not sure. You'll have to correct me if I'm wrong there, Mark, and I'm sure you will. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball, though, side court.
You are not wrong. She picked up her second foul.
51-39 the score. Here's Oak Ridge's Ayana Porter with it to Demetria in the ballgame. Demetria Strickland, the sophomore. 35 seconds to play. Demetria, right side, back to Ayana. Lady Wildcats working a little time off the clock. Let's get a better shot on the left side of the floor as they work it into Gracie Herron. Back to Ayana, who saves it at the midcourt line. Dribbles off to the right. Dribbles all the way in. Pulls up, wanted to shoot. No good. Rebounded by the Lady Falcons. 17 seconds to play. 51-39 the score. Down the floor with the basketball will come the Lady Falcons. They have it underneath the goal. They lose it underneath the goal and out of bounds to the Fulton cheerleaders. 8.6 seconds. The Lady Wildcats have a chance to score the final points here in the third period. They lead Fulton 51-39. Clinton on Monday. We'll have the district tournament next Friday at Campbell County. Oak Ridge basketball. Gracie, top of the circle, 2 seconds. The Lady Wildcats need to get a shot off. Here it is at the buzzer. No good. Hit the rim. Samaj missed it as the third quarter comes to a close. 3 quarters of basketball in the books, and the Lady Wildcats lead it 51-39. We'll be back to the Wildcat Arena in 60 seconds.
Ortho Tennessee Oak Ridge shows our commitment to orthopedic excellence by providing on-site physical therapy, telemedicine, and a podiatrist on staff. We strive to take care of all your orthopedic needs in a professional and efficient manner with the respect you deserve. Ortho Tennessee Oak Ridge, serving the East Tennessee area for over 35 years and a proud supporter of high school athletics. Check us out on Facebook, online at osoortho.com, or call us at 865-481-2541 to schedule your appointment today.
Welcome back once again to the Wildcat Arena. We appreciate you watching or listening to our broadcast. Monday's game will be on FM 92.7, FM 94.7. We'll be on prepradio.com and Oak Ridge Schools Television Channel 15. I said this a couple times. The TSSAA charges a rights fee to stream ball games in the postseason, $250 per ball game. We've got one sponsor lined up for one game at the tournament, but we don't have enough to stream all the ball games. If you'd like to sponsor, just get in touch with me any way you can. If you're a business or an individual, we'd appreciate that. Or, even if we can't stream it, we're going to have them on the radio and on prepradio.com. Here's a steal by the Lady Falcons, actually just a turnover by Oak Ridge. Lady Wildcats just kind of handed it to them. 51-39 the score. Lady Wildcats got to keep it up here for the final 7:43 of this ball game. Lady Wildcats they get a steal. Samaj has a outlet, or a layup that is, and she scores. Lady Wildcats just picked their pocket and made them pay us back to a 14-point game. 53-39 the score, and then there's going to be a foul called against Oak Ridge. On 3 different occasions, Mark, the Lady Falcons have cut the big lead by Oak Ridge, which at one time was 23-1. They have cut it to 6 on 3 different occasions, and each time they make a run, the Lady Wildcats have responded.
As a turnover by, I guess it must have been a push-off by the Lady Falcons. It is. That should be her 3rd foul, I believe, on number 2, Simmons.
Lady Wildcats trying to beat the Falcons for the 5th consecutive year. A few years ago, the Falcons were dominating the Lady Wildcats. Lady Wildcats have played well for the most part, but there's another turnover right at the point of the attack there. You can't have those as Demetria steals the ball right back, but they get it and pick it up and score. Demetria's got to be a little bit more careful with the ball. And the Lady Wildcats push it down the floor. Here comes Oak Ridge. Samaj with it, right wing. Back to Lauren Hart. Works the dribble backwards. 7:05 to play, and then it goes to Lindsey Cleveland. Lindsey, top of the circle. The Wildcats have Gracie Heron in the ballgame. Gracie's got it in the paint. Goes from the right block. Shoots. No good. Didn't get that one to fall. Lady Wildcats by 12. Here comes Fulton down the floor. 6:51 to play in the basketball game. For the basketball will come the Lady Falcons. 6:46 to play. Breakdown on the defense. They get one inside, and they have an opportunity for 2 free throws here. 6:43 to play. Fulton, as I said, they're 8-0 in their district. They are district champs. They'll be the number 1 seed in their district. 53-41. 17 wins on the year. 16 wins, perhaps, as they missed the free throw. Lady Wildcats have Gracie Heron in the ballgame. They have Samaj Clark. They have Lauren Hart, Lindsey Cleveland, and Demetria Strickland. 53-41, 6:43 to play. Second free throw is also missed, rebounded by Lindsey. Lindsey Cleveland comes out of there quickly with the basketball. Lady Wildcats attacking, and the ball worked down to Lauren. She drives in, gets a layup, no good, but she is fouled. Lauren saw that baseline opened up, and her eyes must have gotten as big as, saucers, because it opened up, and she drove it and drew the foul.
Yeah, she did a great job of recognizing that lane had opened up for her, because she pump faked the girl. She came towards her, and she just took the baseline from her.
Lauren's got good basketball smarts. She's not the tallest player. She's not the most athletic player out on the floor, but she's got good basketball smarts. 13-point Lady Wildcat lead. Lauren back to the line. Second toss, good. She's a good free throw shooter, too. She's a little over 66% on the year. 55-41, back to a 14-point lead. Lady Wildcats in the lead, 6:28 to play. Lady Falcon basketball. They work the ball top of the circle. Here's another 3, and this one's no good. She's kind of lost her touch. The second rebound pulled away by Oak Ridge. Coming down the floor will come Samaj Clark. She's going coast to coast, giving it up to Lauren again. Shot good. Lauren Hart off the glass, and the Lady Wildcats are back up by 16.
Lauren with a quick 4 points here in the fourth quarter, David, for the Wildcats. As you said, 16-point lead, 57-41.
Here come the Lady Falcons. Down the floor, they'll drive in against Gracie, pull up and shoot. Good. 57-43. Here comes Oak Ridge down the floor. The pace is kind of to both teams' liking as Samaj launches a 10-footer. It's up, no good. Maybe a little quick on the shot there. Down the floor with the basketball will come the Lady Falcons. 5:39 to play. They set it out to number 24, Bailey. Thought about shooting a 3. Drives in. Back to the top. Long NBA range 3, and she hit another one, Mark.
Yep, she was open, and just for a second, but she was open, and so she makes you pay. She's done it ever since the first quarter.
Investors Group at the Oak Ridge office. We love our community and Oak Ridge Wildcat basketball. We pride ourselves in taking the same winning tradition in helping you find the perfect mortgage loan for your family. Ask for Norma Sheldon, Jackie Pullen, Shannon Ochiltree, Mandy Henry, or Darren Osborne at 865-482-8910 or visit us online at mortgageinvestorsgroup.com. Tennessee Mortgage License Number 109111. MIG is an equal housing lender.
Ortho Tennessee Oak Ridge shows our commitment to orthopedic excellence by providing on-site physical therapy, telemedicine, and a podiatrist on staff. We strive to take care of all your orthopedic needs in a professional and efficient manner with the respect you deserve. Ortho Tennessee Oak Ridge, serving the East Tennessee area for over 35 years and a proud supporter of high school athletics. Check us out on Facebook, online at osoortho.com, or call us at 865-481-2541 to schedule your appointment today.
Welcome back once again to the Wildcat Arena. David Clary, Mark Haste, along with Andy Hudson, Tyler Morris, and Parker Free. The Wildcats are going to get Jenna Johnson back in the ballgame. She was kind of saddled with some early foul trouble. She's back in, 57-46. Lady Wildcats will get the ball first, and we're underway once again with Lauren Hart. Along the baseline, it goes to Lindsay, inside to Jenna. Jenna turning, spinning, driving, fadeaway jumper is good. She's got such a pretty shot, Mark.
Yes, she does. She now has 20 points, David. I told you she was knocking on the door, and that door has been open for her now.
5:10 to play here. Lady Wildcats back up by 13, 59-46. With the basketball will come Bailey. They work the ball across the line, driving with it all the way to the baseline. They get a shot up, no good. Rebound to the Falcons. They want to go back up. Looked like some contact there. Looked like Jenna might have fouled her, but they didn't call it. Oak Ridge has the rebound, pushing it up the floor to Ayana Porter. Backing it up, pulling it up, and shooting it up. No good. Rebound to the Lady Falcons. 4:45 to play. Oak Ridge got to get back on defense here. 59-46 to score. Senior night on Monday. We hope to have a big crowd. We know we will have a big crowd. If we have the same kind of crowd, and they call a timeout here, we'll hold it right here, Mark. If we have the same kind of turnout that we had in Clinton last Friday, should be a big, big crowd here when Clinton and Oak Ridge get together. Of course, the Dragons knocked off Oak Ridge for the first time in 12 years, and, you know, they want to come and gloat about that and come to our gym on Monday. Lady Wildcats trying to extend a long winning streak, Clinton trying to end one. So I would expect the district champion Lady Dragons, the district champion Dragons, to come in full force here Monday night here at the Wildcat Arena.
Oh, I do too, David. But one thing that there's a couple things that I don't want to repeat. A, I don't want Clinton to win, and B, the crowd was about 50-50 at Clinton. It needs to be 75-25 Oak Ridge fans this Monday.
59-46 is our score, and I agree with you wholeheartedly, Mark Haste. 4:32 to play in the ball game. They have the basketball, number 21 with it. That's Knight, and she throws the ball away. They tried to get the ball down low to the bigger post player, and it'll be Oak Ridge basketball. 59-46 the score. I did something last night that I was going to, whenever I get a chance to talk, we don't get a lot of chance to talk. I went up to Sunbright and watched a basketball game, believe it or not. I had never been to Sunbright in my entire life until last night. Then I went up there and got a chance to watch them play Wartburg. Exciting affair up there, a big rivalry. Lauren Hart with the basketball, fires a pass intending it for Lindsay Cleveland. Wildcats doing a little standing around there on offense. Got to be a little bit more active as Lauren's going to work it in from just to the side of the Oak Ridge bench. Looks to Jenna. The pass goes to her, back to Ayana Porter. Ayana backs up, 4:09 to play, 59-46. Mark, have you ever been to Sunbright?
I have not. I've been to Wartburg, but never Sunbright.
It's about 15 miles. Lady Wildcats turn the ball over, then grab it right back, and whistle blows. It's going to be a jump ball. Alternate possession error to Fulton. It's about 15 miles past Wartburg, even further into the mountains there. I had never been there before in my life. Went to a very small gym and watched some really good basketball. It was exciting, for sure. Not the talent level that we see, nightly here at our place, but you talk about two teams that got after it. It was pretty exciting, actually. As the Lady Falcons try to get the ball across the time stripe, 10-second count was coming, and there it is. Just barely got the call, did the Lady Wildcats. Fulton turns it over. Good defense by Oak Ridge, and not so great passing by the Lady Falcons. 59-46, 3:45 to play. Lady Wildcats trying to win their second straight ball game after winning 9 in a row and then losing to Alcoa. Lady Wildcats since that time have bounced back, and hopefully we'll do the same on Monday when Clinton comes to play the Wildcats on senior night. Lady Wildcats working time off the clock, just doing some things they need to. And another foul is going to be called. This one's going to go against Fulton. At this stage in the year, as Coach Taylor tells me all the time, it's more about us than the opponent working on the things that they need to get ready for in the postseason.
Yeah, as I said earlier, David, I'm still looking across the gym, I can see the Clinton coach. Even though Clinton is not a district game, it is a very big game that there'll be on Monday that is a good preparation game for the district tournament. And it'll be the final regular season game just prior to the district tournament beginning for both the boys and the girls.
Your wife, Shauna Haste, is not feeling too well tonight, and you gave her the night off, and hope she's feeling better, Mark.
Yeah, I was feeling generous, so I let her have the night off.
Yeah, that's good. You gotta do that every once in a while if you want to maintain your marriage here. Tonight we're being sponsored by Leah Sharp-Braden of Kinetic Performance Training. Thank you, Leah, for being a supporter of Oak Ridge High School basketball and our broadcasts. 59-46 the score. Lady Wildcats in the lead, trying to get the ball in. They're going to throw the ball away on the inbounds. Looked like they might have stepped on the sideline. It'll be Fulton basketball. 59-46 the score. 3:18 to play in the ball game here from the Wildcat Arena. Reach-in foul is going to be called against Oak Ridge. 59-46 Oak Ridge. Lady Wildcats wearing their all-white jerseys, trying to beat the Falcons and win their 16th game of the year. 3:14 to play in the game. They're up by 13. They jumped out on the Falcons. 23. Here's a steal by Oak Ridge off the fingertips of Simmons, and down the floor will come Oak Ridge for a layup. No good. Another foul is going to be called against the Falcons. Lady Wildcats jumped on them. It was 2-0, then 4-0, then 6-0. It was 6-1 before the Falcons hit a free throw at the 6:07 mark. The Falcons did not score again until less than a minute to go in the first quarter, and they trailed 23-4. And that's what they trailed at the end of the first quarter. And the Lady Wildcats saw them just come racing back in the second quarter, primarily by Jemima Simmons' three-point shooting, and she's been hot most of the night.
Yeah, she's definitely been the biggest part of their offense, David, and we've done a better job in the second half containing her.
60-46, back to a 14-point lead here. 3:59 to play in the ball game. Lady Wildcats have Lauren Hart in the ball game. Falcons get a baseline jumper. It's off the rim, no good. On the rebound will come. Oh, big block by Jenna Johnson, but they block it right into the hands of the Lady Falcons. The ball is loose on the floor, and she shoots a three. This time, no good. Rebounded by Knighton. Missed shot. Rebounded by Cannon. Cannon can't save it. It's going to be knocked out of bounds, I believe, by the Lady Falcons. Looks like Oak Ridge is going to hold on to the lead. As I said, Mark, the Wildcats have had big leads, double digits a lot, but then the Falcons have made 3 runs on them where they got it down to 6. The Lady Wildcats have always responded in this one. That's a sign of a good basketball team. Kennon's being harassed outside, needs to give up the ball. She does to Ayana. Ayana goes into Jenna. Jenna pulls up, shoots, and scores. Great teamwork again by the Lady Wildcats.
Great job. Nice assist there by the Lady Wildcats, giving the ball to Jenna Johnson for another 2. She's got 24.
Lady Wildcats have never trailed as balls work down the floor, and they scored. Back the other way comes Jenna for another bucket. Up, good. 64-48 the score, minute 58 to play here in the ball game. Falcon basketball, number 22 drives in, shot is no good. Jenna Johnson on the rebound. Missed shot there by Judy Taylor. Here comes Jenna down the floor, lobs it to Samaj, and back to Jenna they go. Shot is good. That's some great teamwork once again. You've talked about this really the whole second half of the year, how well Samaj and Jenna play together.
Yeah, just unfortunate for Jenna that Samaj is a senior, so Monday night will be her. She'll be honored for senior night, but those two really do play well together.
18-point lead for the Lady Wildcats. Oak Ridge is going to win their 16th game of the year. Minute 30 to play here in the ball game, 66-48. Kind of didn't know how the Lady Wildcats would respond, having played just on Thursday, but they came out strong as the ball's kicked out of bounds off the foot of the unsuspecting Jenna Johnson. I think the Lady Wildcats, as you mentioned, jumped on them early and just kind of shell-shocked Lady Falcons, and they were able to ease their way back into the game with some hard play, but Oak Ridge just has taken care of business when they've needed to, as we've talked about, as the Falcons throw the ball away. And this is a good test because we don't play teams with the athleticism like this in our district. And it'll be a good test when the Lady Wildcats get in the region tournament with the likes of Bearden and Farragut, who are very, very good.
Yeah, it will be as the Lady Wildcats. Oh, nice job driving to the bucket there by Ayana Porter, David. She gets another 2 points. She's got 13 on the night. But, yeah, the Lady Wildcats, they really need that because, like you said, I mean, District 4 is probably a little stronger than we are. District 3 I think she walked. I think she pivoted twice as shot is up and good by number 12. That's Williams for the Falcons. She has her first 2 points, and the timeout is called.
We'll take it with them. 39 seconds to play here. The Lady Wildcats in the lead, 68-30. We'll be back to the Wildcat Arena in a moment.
I'm Mike Kelly with Betsy Coleman Realty. I'm a proud graduate of Oak Ridge High School, class of 1982, and a member of the 1980 state championship football team. As a lifelong resident of Oak Ridge, I would love to put my knowledge of the area to work for you should you have any real estate needs. You can contact me at 865-919-5559 or at betsycolemanrealty.com. Thank you, and roll Wildcats roll.
How do you say the name? TN Bank?
Nope.
Tin Bank? So what is it?
10 Bank. 10, as in Tennessee. Right here where all our banking decisions are made. Not some corporate office in who knows where. 10 Bank partners with small businesses in our community to help them grow.
Really?
Yes, that's local banking from 10 Bank.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Come in, discover the difference of an independent insurance agency, Fox Insurance Group, Oak Ridge.
Welcome back once again to the Wildcat Arena here. 68-50, the Lady Wildcats in the lead. Jenna's trying to working the ball in. The ball's knocked out by Fulton. 38.6 seconds to play. They're down by 18, but they're pressing, which is kind of unusual. I guess they're working on things for their tournament as well. Samaj gets the inbound. She's going to bring the ball down the floor. Move the camera there as they work the ball outside to Lauren. Out to the top it goes to Ayana Porter. 27 seconds to play. 68-50 the score. Lady Wildcats in the lead, driving with it and just kind of working time off the clock. Doesn't look like they're going to foul us, although they were pressing us, which is kind of unusual. And they are pressuring a little bit at the top with Ayana just dribbling around and having a good time. The Harlem Globetrotters. Ayana Porter gives it up to Samaj, and that's your ball game, Mark. The Lady Wildcats are victorious tonight here at the Wildcat Arena by a final score of 68-50. As I've talked about throughout the course of the game, they jumped on them really early, got up 23-1 at one point, and ended up winning the ball game after losing the lead down to 6 on 3 different occasions. They win it 68-50. Good win for the Lady Wildcats heading into their final regular season ball game on Monday against the Dragons. So let's take a break here. And Mark's going to work on the statistics here. Mark, I'll let you do that. Coach Taylor gets up here usually pretty quick, so I'll take a brief timeout. Oak Ridge wins it 68-50. Here come the Falcons. For the boys' game. For a nice round of applause. Oak Ridge wins 68-50. We'll be back to the Wildcat Arena in a moment.
How do you say the name? TN Bank?
Nope.
Tin Bank? So what is it?
10 Bank. 10, as in Tennessee. Right here where all our banking decisions are made. Not some corporate office in who knows where. 10 Bank partners with small businesses in our community to help them grow.
Really?
Yes, that's local banking from 10 Bank.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Energize your home with natural gas from ORUE, your affordable energy choice. See all the ways natural gas can improve your home by visiting our show. Oak Ridge or Kingston. New gas appliances run more efficiently. They provide hot water when you need it, precise heat control for cooking, and you can dry clothes in about half the time. Comfort you can feel. Savings you can use. ORUD Natural Gas. To learn more, visit ORUD.org.
Mortgage Investors Group at the Oak Ridge office. We love our community and Oak Ridge Wildcat basketball. We pride ourselves in taking the same winning tradition in helping you find the perfect mortgage loan for your family. Ask for Norma Sheldon, Jackie Pullen, Shannon Ochiltree, Mandy Henry, or Darren Osborne at 865-482-8910 or visit us online at mortgageinvestorsgroup.com. Number 109-111. MID is an equal housing lender.
You've worked hard to build your business and we want to help you protect it. The team at Fox Insurance Group believes your business deserves the expertise of a local insurance agent with business insurance from Todd Fox at Fox Insurance Group and in Copenhagen.
Welcome back once again to the Wildcat Arena, where the Lady Wildcats have just won 68-50. Joining me is the head coach of the Oak Ridge High School Lady Wildcats, Coach Paige Taylor. Coach, first off, congratulations on the win. It's a good win for your team heading into the final ball game on Monday. I thought you kind of shell-shocked the Lady Falcons to start. You jumped down on, I think it was 23-1 at one point in the ball game, and it ended up 23-4 after one quarter. They made a nice run. One young lady, Simmons, I think she had almost 10 threes in the ball game. And I think she had 7, I think, in the first half, I believe. But you were able to, I think they closed the gap to 6 on 3 different occasions. But each time, and I've said this on the broadcast several times, each time that happened, you responded, and you eventually won with ease with an 18-point victory. Your thoughts?
Yeah, we talked about that in one of our timeouts. We kept getting a lead, a pretty good lead, and then we would let them cut it, and then we'd go back and get another lead and cut it. And we talked about how important it was that we had to get a lead and keep it and keep extending it. And I was really frustrated in the first half, us letting number 2 get the threes that she got, especially after allowing that happen, with Alcoa just Monday night. And I felt like we did a much, much better job in the second half. She got one free look that I wasn't happy about when we helped off of her, but I felt like Cannon did a really good job on her in the second half, and she didn't get as many looks.
And, you got some scoring. Jenna Johnson was really good on the inside. Samaj had her normal night. You had a few too many turnovers, I thought, but as you and I discussed, and as we discussed, Mark and I discussed on the air a few moments ago, we won't see many teams until the region tournament as athletic and as quick as this team, especially in our district. Our district's got some good players, but different kinds of players. And it's good to kind of face a team like this as you head to the postseason. Yeah,
that's one reason we play a team like this, at this point in the season, is to prepare for that. We've always said, when we go and play teams that haven't faced us yet, quickness is really hard to prepare for. And I think sometimes our quickness has been hard for other teams to prepare for, and all you can do is play against it as best you can. And that, again, that's one reason why we schedule Fulton when we do each year. But certainly a good game. I agree. We had too many turnovers, unforced turnovers at times. But I felt like every time we turned it over, we made something happen defensively. It was weird. We'd turn it over and then do something good on defense. But I felt we moved the basket. When we move the basketball and we share the basketball, we're really good offensively. When we take really quick shots and make, when we don't have rebounders in position and we haven't moved the basketball, we're not as good. And tonight, when we moved the basketball, we were really, really good.
Yeah, as we talked about on the TV show the other day, and Mark and I have talked about it a lot, Samaj and Jenna work so well together. They're just they seem to be thinking on the same page most of the time. And I agree with you tonight. Everybody seemed to be looking for that open player to give the ball to.
Yeah, I think with Jenna and Samaj, you've got 2 players that have a high basketball IQ. That understand the game, that see the floor, that have a feel for it, and they trust each other. That at some point in this season, the 2 of them developed a trust on the court, and it just happened. It wasn't anything, I watched it happen, and they play well off of each other and together, and it's really pretty when it happens. It's pretty basketball, if you want to use that word.
Well, that's a good way to describe it. Team basketball to me is the ultimate, especially in the women's game where you don't see, as much of the game at the rim. Fundamental basketball is what you see mainly, really more in the girls' side, just in my personal opinion. And tonight, our guys play very fundamentally sound. They're very unselfish. But that's what I love about this team and its growth. And you said something after the Alcoa game, which I 100% agree with. Even though we lost the ball game, we were still trending upwards, and that's where you want to be this time of year.
Yeah, absolutely, and I still feel like we're going upwards. You mentioned we started the game, 23-1, on a run and shell-shocked them, and a lot of that was, our press and the position that we were in. I thought, we've had to make some adjustments on our press, and our press has hurt us at times in the back line. with them releasing. And I thought Lauren Hart started that. I mean, she guarded it really, really well and kept them from getting that release. Our front line was really good, and I think our defense started it. Our defense then transitions into offense, and then you just get a flow, and then when you get on offense, you don't feel the pressure to have to just go get a bucket. You can actually play, and when we play together, like I said, we're really, really good. And right now, we've got people doing exactly what we need at the right time. We just got to make sure we're all doing it at the same time.
Saw the Clinton coach here tonight. You'll play them on Monday. They played you about as well as anybody's played you this year, and they'll be senior night opponent this coming Monday night with a chance to sweep them this year. And they won their district. You won your district. It'll be another tough assignment for your Lady Wildcats against the Miss Basketball finalist, Sarah Burton and her team.
Yeah, it'll obviously be it'll be a competitive game. They'll bring some energy. I'm sure they're not happy with how the outcome of the game over there was a week ago, but like I said, our girls are getting better each game, and we hope to have grown since last Monday and come out with energy and really to finish our season out with a good stamp going into the postseason.
Coach, I just wanted to congratulate you too on the draw that you did at the district meeting yesterday. We've talked about that for 4 or 5 years now, and how we haven't gotten the draw, and you finally got that number one shot, and you're going to be the number 1 seed.
Hey, and I drew that number. I drew it. It's so funny. Right before the draw happened, though, Ben Collins, Central's coach, was sitting next to me, and I said, the first year we went to the state tournament, if I hadn't taken Cannon and Cutler, who were at that time in kindergarten and 5th grade with me, we would have opened up state tournament playing Riverdale that year, because I would have drawn number 8. And Cannon told me as I was going up, she said, "Don't get 8, get number 2." And I told that we were laughing. I said, I never get it. And so it was 1 through 4, just because there were just 4 of us that had they wanted to determine Central and Carnes. There was a tie there, and so he brought the cup to me first, and I dug around and I picked it up, and I looked through the paper first, and I just saw a line, and I thought, well, it's either a 1 or a 4.
Well, congratulations on that, and congratulations on the win, and we'll talk to you on Monday night.
Thank you.
Lady Wildcats win 68-50. That's the final score. Let's get Mark back in here. He's got the final statistics for the ball game.
Good first quarter and second quarter.
He's kind of finishing up, getting his mic all set here, and we'll talk to Mark if he's ready for the stats.
Thank you very much, David. As we're a little over 5.5 minutes remaining for the boys' game, leading scorer for the girls, for the Wildcats, Lady Wildcats rather, is Jenna Johnson. She had 26 points. She was 10 of 13 from the field, 6 of 6 from the free throw line. Samaj Clark added 18 for the Lady Wildcats. She was 8 of 17 from the field, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Ayana Porter had 13. She was 5 of 9 from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. 4 points added by Lauren Hart, 1 of 2 from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Demetria Strickland had 3. She was 1 of 3 from the field, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. 2 points added by Lindsay Cleveland. She was 1 of 2 from the field. 2 points also by Cannon Green, who was also 1 of 2 from the field. As a team, the Lady Wildcats were 27 of 52 from the field. They were 25 of 44 in twos. They were 2 of 8 in threes, and they were 12 of 14 from the free throw line. Leading all scorers tonight from the Lady Falcons was Jemiah Simmons. She had 32 impressive points tonight. She was 2 of 3 from two-point land. She was 9 of 15 from beyond the three-point line, and she was 1 of 3 from the free throw line. Also in double figures for the Lady Falcons was Judy Taylor. She came off the bench to add 10 points. She was 5 of 10 from the field. 3 points by Rajane Bailey. She was 1 of 8 from the field. Renisha Gates had 3 free throws. She was 3 of 4 from the free throw line. And Demonia Williams had 2 points for the Lady Falcons. She was 1 of 2 from the field. As a team, the Lady Falcons were 18 of 46 from the field. They were 8 of 26 in twos. They were 10 of 20 in threes. and they were 4 of 10 from the free throw line. Lady Wildcats led at the end of the first quarter, 23-14, and then let the Lady Falcons outscore them in the second quarter, 26-15, but they were able to maintain an 8-point lead at half when they led 38-30. In the third quarter, Lady Wildcats able to outscore the Lady Falcons 13-9 to take a 51-39 lead into the fourth quarter, where in the fourth quarter, Lady Wildcats extend their lead, outscoring the Lady Falcons 17-11, and that's how we get to a final score. Lady Wildcats victorious tonight over the Lady Falcons of Fulton by a final score of 68-50. David?
We now turn our attention to the boys' game. The Wildcats come in at 20-4, 9-1 in district play. Fulton comes in at 21-5 on the year, undefeated in their district. Wildcats renew their annual rivalry with the Fulton Falcons in what has become one of the most anticipated yearly games on the schedule. This will be the 67th edition of this rivalry, which began back in 1951. This season, both teams have won their district championships, and both are 20-game winners. This game has always been the game that brought out the fans and features two of the best coaches in East Tennessee, Jody Wright at Fulton and Aaron Green here in Oak Ridge. Both coaches are the winningest coaches in their respective schools' histories. Most of the games have been close and very memorable. The T. Higgins three-pointer at the buzzer in 2015 comes to mind as one of the most talked about of the rivalry games, but the 50-point rout of the Falcons in front of a sellout crowd here 1 year later was also very memorable. Last season, Oak Ridge won at Fulton 84-70. It was the second straight win for the Wildcats in the series. Oak Ridge leads the series 38-28. Typically, tonight's game is the final game of the regular season for both teams, but Oak Ridge has one more game here at the arena on Monday against Clinton, and Fulton will finish at Carter on Tuesday. Oak Ridge was defeated by Clinton on February the 4th, 51-50 on a last-second three-point shot by Trace Thackerson, and ended a 12-game losing streak to the Wildcats. The celebration didn't last long as Clinton lost their following game to Powell for only their third loss of the year. We'll broadcast the game on FM 92.7, FM 94.7, as well as YouTube and on our Prep Radio channel and Channel 15. Tonight we're being sponsored by Leah Sharp-Braden of Kinetic Performance Training. Thank you, Leah, for being a supporter of Oak Ridge High School basketball and athletics. Our seasonal sponsors include Ortho Tennessee, the Oak Ridge Utility District, the Fox Insurance Group, Mortgage Investors Group, 10 Bank of Oak Ridge, Mike Kelly with Betsy Coleman Realty, Laura Lynn Green with State Farm. We are on prepradio.com and Channel 15 and streaming on our YouTube channel, Prep Radio. Mark, I believe you've got the starting lineups as we're just moments away from Oak Ridge and Fulton.
I do, David. Starting for Fulton, they're going to come out with number 4. That's Denaj Kimber, followed by number 10, Desmere Hatchett, number 14, Marcellus Jackson, number 20, Taj Kimber, and number 44, Tyler Lee. Wildcats go back to their original starting lineup. They'll come out with number 1, Darren Osborne, number 2, Lucas Searcy, number 4, Caden Updegraff, number 10, Jamison Updegraff, and number 11, Kel Slater.
And those announcements are about to be made by Coach Free down on the floor. Our camera personnel tonight, we have Andy Hudson, Tyler Morris, and Parker Free. My name is David Clary, along with Mark Case. This is Oak Ridge High School basketball. We're going to take a quick timeout here. When we come back, we'll have Oak Ridge and Fulton for the 58th time. We'll be back to the Wildcat Arena in 60 seconds.
I'm Mike Kelly with Betsy Coleman Realty. I'm a proud graduate of Oak Ridge High School, class of 1982, and a member of the 1980 State Championship football team. As a lifelong resident of Oak Ridge, I would love to put my knowledge of the area to work for you should you have any real estate needs. You can contact me at 865-919-5559 or at betsycolemanrealty.com. Thank you, and roll Wildcats roll.
How do you say the name? TN Bank?
Nope.
Tin Bank? So what is it?
10 Bank. 10, as in Tennessee, right here where all our banking decisions are made. Not some corporate office in who knows where. 10 Bank partners with small businesses in our community to help them grow.
Really?
Yes, that's local banking from 10 Bank.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Come in, discover the difference of an independent insurance agency, Fox Insurance Group, Oak Ridge.
Welcome back once again here to the Wildcat Arena. Down on the floor, the starting lineups are being introduced. The two teams have played 58 times, I believe, 57 times. The Wildcats are 38 and 28 all time to lead the series. The two guys to watch here are two sophomore players who are a little bit raw, but you'll see the talent right away. The Kimber brothers. You'll see them right away, Mark, and they're really going to be tough for the Wildcats to handle. Oak Ridge needs to do what the Lady Wildcats did, and I believe that is jump on the Falcons early. But the great coaching of Jody Wright's going to have something to say about that. This is a team that's been there, done that, and I don't think they'll be intimidated here at the Wildcat Arena. We're about to get set here, Mark.
Yeah, I didn't see him in warm-ups, but 44 for them looks tall. They list him at 6'4". He looks like he could be taller than 6'4". Of course, we have Lucas Searcy listed at 6'5", and he's probably not 6'5".
He did admit something to me the other day on the TV show. He did admit that Grayson Strader is actually taller than him. As here we go. Here the official steps in. Darren Osborne to jump for the Wildcats. Ball is easily controlled by Fulton, and we are underway here from the Wildcat Arena. With the basketball will come number 4 for them. That is Kimber. He is 6'2". He is a sophomore. He gives it up to the right side to number 20. That'll be his twin brother. That'll be Taj Kimber. They work the ball top of the circle around to Jackson. Marcellus Jackson, they work it in for a shot. And it's good. It's 2-0 Fulton. Wildcats facing pressure in the rear court. And the ball is worked into Kel Slater. Works it over to Jamison up to Graff, who brings it across the line quickly. Jamison drives in to Lucas. The ball is kicked out of bounds. Last touch by Oak Ridge. I think they thought that Lucas, or actually Jamison, was going to take the shot, and the ball goes out of bounds. Not a great start here. The Wildcats give up an easy bucket and then turn the ball over on their first possession. Let's see what the Falcons can do, moving right to left, wearing their maroon and gray as they bring the ball across the line. Number 10 with it, fires the pass, intercepted by Oak Ridge. Here come the Wildcats down the floor. Good defensive play, just flew right into the hands, and Lucas is going to drive in, pull up and shoots. No good. Gets his own rebound, wants to go off the glass with it this time. He missed it. No good. The Wildcats battle for the rebound. Lucas saves it into Jamison. A little 5-footer. Good. Wildcats did great work on the glass. And just like that, Jody Wright's called a timeout, and we're only 57 seconds into the ballgame, Mark.
Well, I'm just surprised that Lucas Searcy got 2 rebounds in there. He was not in the position. He was in a good position for the first rebound, but the second rebound he was not. So I'm sure that's what Coach Wright is talking to them about. You've got to box out better than that.
Coming up tomorrow is the Super Bowl, Mark. The Bengals taking on the Los Angeles Rams and our own T. Higgins, but we also have another Wildcat who will be participating in the Super Bowl. Former Wildcat Zach Witherspoon is the assistant strength coach for the Los Angeles Rams, and I've said this all day. Either way, some Wildcat's going to win the Super Bowl tomorrow.
Yeah, as the Falcons are having hard time getting the ball in.
But they get the ball across the line. They'll drive against Kell. Kell has a milestone he could reach tonight, and I think he will do it with a normal Kell game, just a subpar Kell game. We'll talk about his 1,000th point if it happens tonight. Fulton 2-2 with Oak Ridge. 6:46 to play here in the first period. With the basketball will come Jackson. They work in the paint. Pick a shot up. It is no good. Rebound to the Falcons once again. Here they set it out for a 3. It's up, no good. Rebound this time to the Wildcats. Here comes Lucas coming out of there. Kind of a ragged start to the ball game. A lot of physical play here as Oak Ridge gets Jamison 3 up. Good. 3-point shot for Jamison up to Graff, and the Wildcats have a 5-2 lead.
Jamison with all 5 of the points for the Wildcats. They have a great start for him.
Here they come down the floor. Caden trying to guard Kimber as he brings the ball across the line. 6'2 sophomore twin. Works the ball to the free throw line. Looks to his right, looks to his left. Backs it up with a pass to number 10, Desmar Hatchett, 6'1 senior player. They work the ball to the right corner. 5-2 Wildcats. Fulton basketball. Very patiently, they launch a 3. It's up, no good. Good box out for the Wildcats, but Oak Ridge has the rebound. They push it up the floor quickly, and Oak Ridge comes down the floor with Kel Slater, and you'll have to tell me what happened.
Denaj Kimber called for a foul. He didn't like it. The Falcon fans didn't like it, and I don't know. I would have let that one go. It looked like a pretty clean block to me. But to the line for the Wildcats will go Kel Slater. This will be his first attempt.
64.8% free throw shooter. 5-2 Wildcats. 5:50 to play first period. Toss on its way. Good. And Kel hits the shot. And back to the free throw line he goes for his second attempt. That is 995 in his career. And there is 996 in his career. And here come the Falcons down the floor, trailing Oak Ridge 7-2. Wildcats wanting to trap in the rear court. 5:47 to play first quarter. 7-2 Wildcats as the Falcons bring the ball to the midcourt line. They dribble to the right side. Denaj Kimber works the ball to the right wing. Right elbow. They look to the corner. Thought about driving in. Good defense there by Lucas. Out to the top. He goes back inside. Here's another steal by the Wildcats. Here comes Oak Ridge down the floor. Lucas Searcy with it. Looks for his point guard. Gives it up to Kel Slater. 5:24 to play. First quarter. Kel's going to dribble in. Looks to his right. Kicks it out to Caden. Gives it out to Lucas. Lucas launches a three. It's no good. Rebound will come to Denaj Kimber. He pushes the ball up the floor quickly, and they get a shot blocked. Taken away by Caden Updegraff. Saved on the floor by the Wildcats. Here comes Oak Ridge down the floor with Kel Slater. Got to move the camera quicker as they work the ball to Kel along the baseline. Backs it up once again to Caden. Caden dribbles in, stops. No place to go, but back. Gives it back to Kel. Kel drives in, thought about shooting. Goes inside to Osborne. Back to Caden Updegraff for three. No good. Rebound tipped by Lucas. Saved by the Wildcats. Driving with it back to Lucas. Lucas will launch another three. It's up. No good. Rebound to the Falcons. 7-2 the score. The Wildcats in the lead. 4:37 to play. Back on defense go the Wildcats. They watch them shoot a three and hit it. Wildcats struggle to hit some threes there, and Kimber drills it, and it's 7-5. Here come the Wildcats down the floor, moving left to right, wearing their all-white jerseys with Cardinal. Wildcats get it across to Caden Updegraff. Back to the corner it goes. Three-pointer is no good. Knocked out of bounds by Oak Ridge. It'll be their basketball coming back the other way. Wildcats have got to be a little bit more patient. Normally they knock down those shots. They're going to say the ball was last touched by the Falcons or by the Wildcats. It'll be Fulton basketball. They can take the lead or tie it with a bucket here. 4:11 to play here in the first period. 7-5 the score. The Wildcats a little off on their three-point shooting to start.
Sorry, David. Trying to make some changes to the filming.
With the basketball will come the Falcons. Out to the top it goes to number 14, Marcellus Jackson. Jackson works the ball down low. They drive in against Darren. He blocks the shot. On the play will come the Wildcats. Oak Ridge had a block shot there, and Darren caught one in the face. Here comes Kell down the floor. Kell drives in at the free throw line. Fadeaway jumper is up. That's way short. Not a great shot there. If they bring the ball down the floor in a 7-5 ball game, they blow past Oak Ridge on defense, and it's now a 7-7 ball game. Wildcats have got to be a little quicker down the floor there. They just went right past them. Oak Ridge not used to playing the speed that they're playing, and Kell just turns it over. Not a good shot, not a good play at all. And the Wildcats, just like that, are down 9-7. I'm not sure who Kell was trying to get it up to at that time, but it's a 2-point game. 9-7 is our score. Down the floor once again. Here comes Oak Ridge. Here it goes to Lucas. Lucas drives in. Right elbow shot. What's the call? It's a charge. And Lucas picks up the personal foul. Wildcats don't look sharp, and I think Coach Green might make changes right here. 3:02 to play in the first period. 9-7 to score. The Wildcats will substitute Caden Updegraff out of the ball game. Wildcats playing with Darren Osborne. Wildcats have Kel Slater, Flip Thompson in the ball game. Jamison Updegraff is in the ball game. As the Falcons work the ball in, Lucas Searcy also in as well. Wildcats were up at one time, 5-2, but now they trail 9-7. Able to knock down some shots and gave up some easy points on defense. They give up a three in the corner. It's up no good. Good rebound there by Kel. Kel Slater with the basketball coming down the floor. Dribbles the ball across the time stripe. Dribbles in. Penetrates left. No place to go. Goes outside to Lucas. Lucas at the free throw line. Drives in. Little 5-footer. It's going to be short. And the rebound pulled away by the Falcons. Lucas usually knocks those down as the Falcons bring it in the paint. Pull up and shoot. And it's good. 7-7.
Taj Kimber now with 4 points. David, the thing that I noticed is that Lucas is really struggling. 0-6 for the night.
And they're beating Oak Ridge down the floor. There's a rebound, though, by Oak Ridge. Saved on the floor by Kell. Wildcats are kind of being out-athleted a little quicker down the floor. The Wildcats would get some ball inside, and then right there is somebody to defend them. 7 points for the Wildcats, 11 for the Falcons. 2 minutes to play. Oak Ridge, Lucas at the free throw line. Backs it up. Got to penetrate and kick the ball out quicker. As the Wildcats work it over to Flip to Jamison in the corner. He's going to drive the baseline. Has a layup. Good. And the Wildcats score. Was that Jamison?
It was. Jamison now with 7 points, David. Nice baseline move.
Minute 40 to play in the first period. 11-9 the score. The Falcons in the lead. Wildcats and Falcons. They started playing 50-51. Here's a steal by the Wildcats. Flip Thompson. Flip's going to take it right to the hole, and he's going to draw the foul, and that's going to send Oak Ridge to the free throw line. Good defensive play there by the Wildcats. Flip just anticipated the pass on the far sideline, jumped in front of it, and took it coast to coast, and he'll go to the free throw line.
Picking up the foul for Fulton, David, was number 4, Denaj Kimber. That's his second, team second. Flip goes to the free throw line for the first time tonight.
He throws up, no good. He was a 75% free throw shooter into Thursday's ball game. He had a little trouble at the line as well. He'll go back to the free throw line. 11-9 is our score. Once again, the Wildcats trailing here. We're in the first quarter of this game here from the Wildcat Arena. Second toss, good. Down the floor will come the Falcons. Oak Ridge will pressure him in the rear court. 1:28 to play in the first period. Oak Ridge and Clinton coming up this coming Monday. That'll be senior night. 6 seniors will be honored on the boys' side of things, 3 on the girls, as the Falcons bring it across the line. 11-10, they lead Oak Ridge. The Wildcats extend their defense out in the corner there. Here comes to the top of the circle, number 22, that's Rancher. He works the ball inside to number 20. He's all over the place. He looked out of control, but he still gets the bucket to drop in.
Kimber now with 6 points in the ball game, David, as the Falcons take a 3-point lead, 13-10, and then Caden Updegraff throws the ball away, trying to get it to his brother Jamison, but just a little bit out of his reach.
He was wide open, though. If a little bit less on the pass, he probably gets an easy layup. Falcon basketball, they lead Oak Ridge by 3. They're having trouble getting the ball in. They do finally, and it comes to Dexter Lewis. Down the floor will come the Falcons. 54 seconds to play. Dexter is a 6'1 sophomore. They allow this guy to drive all the way to the free throw line and drill a shot. And nobody picked him up, and he had an easy one. It's a 5-point Falcon lead.
He now with 8 points in the ball game, David. He's 4 for 4 in twos tonight, so we really need to kind of stick him a little bit better than we have been.
Got to get some better shooting from the outside. The Wildcats have it to Kel Slater. The Wildcats have missed all their shots from the outside with the exception of Jamison's 3 early on. And Jamison has the majority of our points as we're down to 21 seconds to play. Kel's got to be a little quicker and sharper with the passing there, too. Is almost picked off and taken the other way. Kel at the midcourt circle. 12 seconds to play. 15-10. The Wildcats trailing Fulton. Here it goes to Caden Updegraff. Caden outside the line finds Lucas free. Lucas looks for somebody to backdoor cut. It's going to be Caden driving in. Throws one up there. It's no good. And that's just great defense by the Fulton Falcons. And they lead Oak Ridge 15-10. We've played 1 quarter. We'll send it back to the station. We'll be back for the second quarter in 60 seconds.
Mortgage Investors Group at the Oak Ridge office. We love our community and Oak Ridge Wildcat basketball. We pride ourselves in taking the same winning tradition in helping you find the perfect mortgage loan for your family. Ask for Norma Sheldon, Jackie Pullen, Shannon Ochiltree, Mandy Henry, or Darren Osborne at 865-482-8910 or visit us online at mortgageinvestorsgroup.com. Tennessee Mortgage License Number 109111. MIG is an equal housing lender.
Energize your home with natural gas from ORUD, your affordable energy choice. Gas appliances run more efficiently. They provide hot water when you need it, precise heat control for cooking, and can dry clothes in about half the time. Natural gas provides comfort you can feel and savings your family can use. ORUD Natural Gas. To learn more, visit ORUD.org today.
Welcome back once again to the Wildcat Arena. Oak Ridge trailing 15-10 as we start play here in the second period. The Wildcats will get the ball first. Oak Ridge comes out with Kel Slater at the point. He works the ball around the Caden Updegraff. The Wildcats firing out to Lucas Searcy. Around the left side, the Wildcats have Caden wide open. They lost him totally. I think Marcellus Jackson was supposed to stay on him, and he got an easy bucket there, Mark.
Yeah, great to see. He just kind of sat down there and just waited for the ball to get to him. So great job by Caden to get open on the baseline.
3-point Falcon lead here, 15-12 the score. Down the floor will come the Falcons. Oak Ridge sets the trap up high. They work it to the top of the circle, number 15, Lewis. He works the ball down the baseline. They work it in for an off-balance shot, and a foul is going to be called against Oak Ridge. Coach Green didn't like it, and they're going to I think he just kind of leaned into it just a bit. And we used to see that from the Halls Red Devils, if you remember back in the day. He doesn't want any part of Coach Green's argument there, and they'll go to the free throw line.
To the line for the Falcons, I believe it's number, I can't see, 42. That's Tyler Lee. His first free throw's up, no good. He's yet to score tonight.
42 is Jalen Turner, but maybe I've got the wrong roster here. That
You're
shot
right.
is good. 16-12 the score, 7:17 to play, and play is halted on the floor. The Wildcats. Kell's body language is not good right now. They need to do something about that here. He needs to, as you said the other night, as Kell goes, so go the Wildcats here. We need to get him rolling here. 16-12 the score. Slater with the basketball, top of the circle. They work it out to Jamison up to Graff. There's Kell in the left side. Good movement there. Kell works the ball to Lucas. He's got a wide open three. He normally knocks him down, and guess what he did? He knocked it down, and the Wildcats trail by 1, 16-15.
Great to see he get into the game, David, or get on the board, really. He's been in the game the entire time, but before that he was 0 of 6. He was 0 of 3 in twos and 0 of 3 in threes, so great to see him finally get on the board.
Here comes a pass to the right side. They've got a long three on its way. It's up no good. Good rebounding by the Falcons, and they score an easy bucket. Wildcats got to do a better job boxing out. Here comes Kell down the floor. Man, he had Jamison wide open, and he didn't go with him. Kell's going to work it out to Caden once again. Lady Wildcats won their game. Here's Caden in the paint, goes in for the shot. A lot of contact, no foul. Wildcats are down 18-15. Kell missed an open player there, and that would have been another layup for him. As they launch a shot, it is up, and it's good. Knocked down by Kimber. We got to take advantage of all the open shots here, and we've got to get the open players play unselfish basketball here. 5-point game once again. Here's Jamison down the floor. Baseline, lost the ball. Good defense and by the Falcons, and not a great decision by Jamison. Here's a wide open three by the Falcons. No good. Rebound, Oak Ridge. Flip with it. Down the floor it goes. Picked up by Kell. He goes up for the shot. No good. Missed it. Rebounded his own self and goes up again and is fouled, and will go to the free throw line.
On the foul was Rancher, number 22 for Fulton. That would be his first. Team third. To the line for the Wildcats will be Kell Slater. He's got 2 points, both of them from the free throw line, where he's 2 of 2 so far.
Toss on its way up there short. 20-15 the score. Got to get him involved here, Mark. Got to get him rolling. They go back to the free throw line. 20-15 is our score. 5:51 to play in the second period. Fulton about to substitute. Coach Wright's going to bring Tyler Lee back in the ball game. Back to the free throw line. Kell Slater. His toss is good. And Wildcats will trail by 4, 20-16. 5:51 to play here. And it'll be Fulton basketball. Got to get some stops on defense. Flips back in the ball game. Caden's playing. Caden up to Graff. Brennan Scott's in the ball game for the first time tonight. 5:49 to play second period. 20-16. The Wildcats are trailing the Fulton Falcons. Here comes Fulton down the floor, moving right to left, wearing the maroon and silver. Here's a steal by Oak Ridge. The Wildcats have it. Down the floor will come the Wildcats, and driving in, there's a block shot. And will they call a foul or just a block? They will call the foul, and that's going to send Kell to the free throw line. Good defense there by Oak Ridge.
Yeah, it was tenacious defense that time, especially by Kell Slater. We had a two-man trap up there. I believe it was Caden up the Graff, but Kell able to come out with the ball on the other end. Jalen Turner called for the foul against Kell Slater. Kell Slater goes to the line. His first free throw's up and no good.
Kell struggled the other day at the line. He's a 64% free throw shooter. Trying to get an extra free throw here. Shot is on its way. Good. And it's a 20-17 lead for the Falcons. And here they come against Oak Ridge's defense. And they break the press easily. They get a shot. Lefty puts it up there. No good. Long rebound. Pulled down by the Falcons. Shot is on its way. Good. They've got some length that we're going to have trouble dealing with. And it's 22-17.
First 2 points for Tyler Lee for the Falcons, David, as they extend their lead 22-17. They lead by 5.
Oak Ridge basketball. Brennan Scott outside the line. Back to Kell. 22-17. Here comes Kell. Launches a three. It's on its way. It's up no good. Rebounded by Darren Osborne. Right back with it. Off the glass. No good. Rebound to the Falcons. Here comes Fulton down the floor, moving right to left. Oak Ridge not shooting the ball well here in this one, Mark.
No, and like I said, they've got to have Kell. They've got to get Lucas.
And they got a rebound better as they get a shot up good, and it's now 24-17. Here comes Oak Ridge down the floor, driving with it. Brennan Scott pulls up, shoots, no good. That was a quick shot. Coach Taylor talked about the quick shots when you can't get into position to rebound. The Wildcats weren't set. And here comes Fulton. They've increased their lead out to 7 points at 24-17. Poor shooting first half for the Wildcats. Fulton, on the other hand, shooting the ball well. 4:23 to play here in the second period. They work the ball to the free throw line. They've got Clinton on Monday. Got to think about Fulton on Saturday, as Fulton has the ball knocked out by Kel Slater. The Wildcats have Brennan Scott in the ball game, Darren Osborne, Caden Updegraff, Flip Thompson, and a timeout is asked for. 4:16 to play. 24-17 is our score. We'll take a break. We'll send it back once again. Oak Ridge trails here at the Wildcat Arena. We'll be back in a moment.
Ortho Tennessee Oak Ridge shows our commitment to orthopedic excellence by providing on-site physical therapy, telemedicine, and a podiatrist on staff. We strive to take care of all your orthopedic needs in a professional and efficient manner with the respect you deserve. Ortho Tennessee Oak Ridge, serving the East Tennessee area for over 35 years and a proud supporter of high school athletics. Check us out on Facebook, online at osoortho.com, or call us at 865-481-2541 to schedule your appointment today. Energize your home with natural gas from ORUD, your affordable energy choice. Gas appliances run more efficiently. They provide hot water when you need it, precise heat control for cooking, and can dry clothes in about half the time. Natural gas provides comfort you can feel and savings your family can use. ORUD Natural Gas. To learn more, visit ORUD.org today.
David Clary back here along with Mark Hayes to the Wildcat Arena, along with our camera personnel, Tyler Morris, along with Andy Hudson, Parker Free doing camera work as well for us. Fulton basketball, they work the ball in. They lead Oak Ridge by 7. 24-17 the score. The Wildcats watching number 20 dribble the ball to the right side. That's Kimber, guarded by Oak Ridge's Kel Slater. He blows past him to the free throw line. Nice dish off. They put up the shot and score. Good unselfish basketball here by the Falcons, and they have a 9-point lead. The Wildcats got to play a little bit more unselfishly. Oak Ridge basketball. Kel has trouble with his dribble, picks it up, needs help, gives it up to the right side, and ball's knocked out of bounds. Brennan Scott's in the ball game. Let's see who Oak Ridge is going to substitute. 26-17 the score. Lucas Searcy going to come back in the ball game. Brennan's going to check out. 3:44 to play second quarter. The second quarter totally controlled by the Falcons to this point. The Wildcats have it to Caden Updegraff. Nice pass into Lucas. Pumps, goes up with a shot. There's goaltending. That should be a bucket for Lucas Searcy. The Wildcats trail now 26-19.
Yeah, good job that time cutting into the lane by Lucas Searcy. He had an open shot at it, and he was going to go in for him, and unfortunately they call a goaltending, so the Wildcats still get the 2 points.
7-point Falcon lead here. 3:35 to play in the second period. 26-19. The Falcons have led most of the way. The Wildcats did have a 7-5 lead at one point, but been all Falcons since that point. Fulton basketball. 3:23 to play second quarter. 26-19 is our score. Fulton on deflection. They save it out to the top. It goes to Kimber. Taj Kimber got it out high by Kel Slater at the midcourt circle. Looks like he wants to drive with him. He's going to work it on to Lee. Lee in the paint. Bounce pass inside. Wildcats have got to be aware of the big guys inside as there's a big battle for a loose ball on the floor. It's going to be a jump ball. The alternate possession arrow will give the ball to the Fulton Falcons. 3:04 to play. They continue to lose a big guy who gets free waiting for a pass underneath. The Wildcats down 7. The Falcons work it in. Here comes one of those big guys in the paint. Little spinning hook shot is no good. Good rebound there this time by the Wildcats. Lucas Searcy, camera. They work the ball down the floor. Here comes a shot. It's up. No good. Rebounded by Darren Osborne. Darren flips it over to Flip. And he shoots a three. Good. Big shot there by Flip Thompson.
Yeah, and Flip had something to say to his defender there, David. So let's see how chippy it gets tonight.
4-point game, 26-22 the score, 2:31 to play here in the second period. With the basketball will come Taj Kimber. Kimber guarded by Kel, 4-point Falcon lead. Kimber picks up his dribble, gives it over to the left side to Lee, who drives to the free throw line, throws one up there. It's good. Before that, a whistle blows and a travel is going to be called against the Fulton Falcons.
That call brought to you by Coach Green, I believe. They blew the whistle. Coach Green was signaling walking, and then that's what the referee called. So we'll see.
Oak Ridge basketball. 2:17 to play second period. 26-22 the score. Kell brings the ball down the floor. Lazy pass saved by Caden, though. He drives to the right block, pulls up, shoots, no good. Rebounded again by Tyler Lee. They're trying to attack inside, but the Wildcats just haven't been able to finish over the much more athletic Falcons, as we're going to have a foul on the floor against the Wildcats. They're very athletic. They've got some length, Mark, which I think is hurting Oak Ridge.
Yeah, they do. And they've got a little bit of size, too, David. I think they out-size us, in my opinion, down low. So it really puts a lot of pressure on both Darren Osborne and Lucas Searcy.
Falcons work the ball in. They're going to work the ball for a three-point shot, which is good. Kell just couldn't keep up that time with Marcellus Jackson. It's back to a 7-point game. 29-22 the score. Here comes Oak Ridge's Kell Slater. Dribbles right, gives it in to Flip. Flip thought about shooting, didn't have a shot there. Good defense by the Falcons. That's one thing that Jody Wright's teams do. Here's Oak Ridge with Caden for three. It's up no good. Wildcats down by 7. Jody Wright's team, they're going to play some defense. They have a lot of low-scoring ball games. They've got some offensive weapons, but they're going to play some defense. We got to keep up with them. 29-22 the score. Falcon basketball. Here's Desmar Hatchett in the right corner. Back to the top it goes to Kimber. Kimber to Hatchett once again. Minute 18 to play, second quarter. Falcons by 7, 29-22. They work the ball to the free throw line and then kick the ball back out. Almost an errant pass there. Minute 8 to play, giving them a little bit of room there. In the right corner, they work the ball once again. Wildcats watch them drive the baseline. Shot is up. That's a charge. Got a call down there, Mark. The Wildcats will get it on the player control foul with 101 to play in the 7-point game.
Credit Jamison Updegraff for getting position down there, David. He did a great job. I think charge is the right call. The Falcons fans didn't appreciate it, but he was there. He was set. I think that's a good call.
Here come the Wildcats moving left to right here. A minute to play here in the second period. They trail by 7. 29-22 the score. A cold night shooting for the Wildcats, and you got to credit the defense, as I said. Here's a backdoor play, driving in for the shot. Good! And Kell Slater has just scored his 1,000th point in his career, and the Wildcats, more importantly, are down 5 now, 29-24. Congratulations to Kell.
Yeah, it's been a joy to watch him play for the Wildcats the last 4 years. I can't remember if we saw him at all as a freshman. I think we did a little bit.
Yeah, just maybe for a little bit. I know we did in the first ball games while the football guys were gone. I know we played in the first ball game of these guys' freshman year at Meigs County, and he did play. So it's a 5-point game now, 14 seconds to play. They have the basketball. They're going to dribble in against Caden. Almost a double dribble there. They work the ball, and it is going to be a turnover. 7.9 seconds to play in the first half. 29-24 is the score, and the Wildcats will have that much time to get the ball down the floor and get a bucket before the end of the first half. Here they come with Kell. Here they drive with Kell. He fades away a shot. No good as the first half comes to a close. 29-24 is our score. Mark, your thoughts on the first half?
Well, I think the Wildcats, they've got some adjustments to make. They got to get Kell and Lucas more more points for sure. I mean, it's not like they're not involved in the game. It's just that they need to connect. And, the inside game for the Wildcats isn't working right now, and they've got to work on that. They've gotten a couple plays where they're able to sneak somebody in there, and it works out well. They need to do a little bit more of that.
So we've reached halftime. The Wildcats down 29-24. We're going to take a break, let Mark work on the stats. We'll come back and we'll recap the first half. He'll also run down the girls' stats. Lady Wildcats had an 18-point win tonight. There was no junior varsity game. We're at halftime here at the Wildcat Arena. 29-24 our score. We'll be back to the Wildcat Arena in 3 minutes.
How do you say the name? TN Bank?
No.
Tin Bank? So what is it?
10 Bank. 10, as in Tennessee. Right here where all our banking decisions are made. Not some corporate office in who knows where. 10 Bank partners with small businesses in our community to help them grow.
Really?
Yes. That's local banking from 10 Bank.
Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Energize your home with natural gas from ORUD, your affordable energy choice. See all the ways natural gas can improve your home by visiting our showrooms in Oak Ridge or Kingston. New gas appliances run more efficiently. They provide hot water when you need it, precise heat control for cooking, and you can dry clothes in about half the time. Comfort you can feel. Savings you can use. ORUD Natural Gas. To learn more, visit ORUD.org.
Mortgage Investors Group at the Oak Ridge office. We love our community and Oak Ridge Wildcat basketball. We pride ourselves in taking the same winning tradition in helping you find the perfect mortgage loan for your family. Ask for Norma Sheldon, Jackie Pullen, Shannon Ochiltree, Mandy Henry, or Darren Osborne at 865-482-8910 or visit us online at mortgageinvestorsgroup.com. Tennessee Mortgage License Number 109111. MIG is an equal housing lender.
You've worked hard to build your business, and we want to help you protect it. The team at Fox Insurance Group believes your business deserves the expertise of a local insurance agent. With business insurance from Todd Fox at Fox Insurance Group and Encova Insurance, you can make sure your business stays up and running no matter what happens. If you own a business, make sure it's fully protected by contacting Fox Insurance Group. Visit www.grayfoxins.com or call 865-482-0513.
Come in, discover the difference of an independent insurance agency. Fox Insurance Group, Oak Ridge.
I'm Mike Kelly with Betsy Coleman Realty. I'm a proud graduate of Oak Ridge High School, class of 1982, and a member of the 1980 State Championship football team. As a lifelong resident of Oak Ridge, I would love to put my knowledge of the area to work for you should you have any real estate needs. You can contact me at 865-919-5559 or at betsycolemanrealty.com. Thank you, and roll Wildcats roll.
They say that being a coach's wife is hard, but Laura Lynn Green, wife of Oak Ridge head coach Aaron Green, and a local State Farm insurance agent, makes buying insurance easy for you. Auto, homeowners, renters, business, life, health, and much more. Laura Lynn Green's office is located at 136 Marquette Road in Oak Ridge. Give her a call today at 483-5666 or say hello to her courtside at any Oak Ridge High School basketball game. She might be a coach's wife, but she was a Wildcat fan first. For State Farm Insurance, call Laura Lynn Green in Oak Ridge.
This is Hayden Tarwater, and you're listening to Wildcat Sports on prepradio.com.
Now back to the Fox Insurance Group Oak Ridge Wildcat live stream on YouTube. Come in, discover the difference of an independent insurance agency. Fox Insurance Group Oak Ridge.
29-24 is the score here at halftime. The Wildcats down by 5. Mark, though, you'll be happy to know that the Tennessee Vols have knocked off Vanderbilt tonight 73-64. Now the Wildcats have a half of basketball to get their ship righted. You've got the first half statistics.
Thank you very much, David. Leading scorer for the Wildcats in the first half was Jamison Eptigraph. He had 7, all of those in the first quarter. He was 2 of 2 from two-point land, 1 of 1 from the three-point line. With 6 points was Kel Slater, 1 of 6 from the field, 4 of 6 from the free throw line, 5 points by Lucas Searcy. He was 2 of 8 from the field. He has a 2 and a 3. 4 points added by Flip Thompson off the bench. He has a 3, and he's 1 of 2 from the free throw line. 2 points by Caden Updegraff. He's 1 of 4, or rather 1 of 5 from the field, and that rounds out the scoring for the Wildcats. As a team, the Wildcats were 8 of 25 from the field. They were 5 of 15 in twos. They were 3 of 10 in threes, and they were 5 of 8 from the free throw line. Now looking at Fulton, they're led in scoring by number 20, Taj Kimber. He has 10 points. He's 5 of 7 from the field. 7 points added by Jalen Turner, 3 of 3 from the field, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. 5 points by Denaj Kimber. He's 2 of 2 from the field. He has a 2 and a 3-pointer. 3 points added by Marcellus Jackson. He's 1 of 2 from the field. That's a 3-pointer. 2 points by Tyler Lee. 1 of 5 from the field. 2 points also by Desmere Hatchett. He's 1 of 2 from the field. So as a team, the Falcons are 13 of 23 from the field. They're 11 of 17 in twos. They're 2 of 6 in threes, and they're 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Wildcats trailed at the end of the first quarter, 15-10. Then they were outscored in the both teams scored 14 points in the second quarter. So the Wildcats still trail by 5 points as the score is 29-24 in favor of the Fulton Falcons. Earlier tonight, the Lady Wildcats were victorious, as David said, by a final score of 68-50. Leading scorer for the Lady Wildcats was Jenna Johnson. She had 26, 18 by Samaj Clark, 13 by Ayana Porter. Let's see, 4 points by Lauren Hart, 3 points by Demetria Strickland, 2 points by both Lindsay Cleveland and Cannon Green. Leading scorer for the Lady Falcons was Jemiah Simmons. She had a very fine night. She had 32 points, 9 3-pointers for her tonight. 10 points added by Judy Taylor, 3 points by Renesha Gates and Rajani Bailey, and 2 points by Demonia Williams. David?
We're about 2 minutes away from the start of the second half. The Wildcats are out shooting here. The crowd is not your typical Oak Ridge Fulton crowd, but there's a dance going on here tonight at the high school. And it was sold out, so a lot of people, students in particular, not here at the gym tonight, but I'm sure they will be this coming Monday when the Wildcats take on the Clinton Dragons in the final regular season game of the year. The boys will start district play a week from tonight in a 6 o'clock ball game from Campbell County against a team to be determined. The Lady Wildcats will play at 6 o'clock on Friday against a team to be determined in the first round. We're at halftime. The Wildcats are down 29-24. We'll take one more break, and we'll come back with the second half. Wildcats down 5. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
I'm Mike Kelly with Betsy Coleman Realty. I'm a proud graduate of Oak Ridge High School, class of 1982, and a member of the 1980 state championship football team. As a lifelong resident of Oak Ridge, I would love to put my knowledge of the area to work for you should you have any real estate needs. You can contact me at 865-919-5559 or at betsycolemanrealty.com. Thank you, and roll Wildcats roll.
How do you say the name? TN Bank?
Nope.
Tin Bank? So what is it?
10 Bank. 10, as in Tennessee. Right here where all our banking decisions are made. Not some corporate office in who knows where. 10 Bank partners with small businesses in our community to help them grow.
Really?
Yes, that's local banking from 10 Bank.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Come in, discover the difference of an independent insurance agency. Fox Insurance Group, Oak Ridge.
Welcome back to the Wildcat Arena here. 29-24 is our score. The Wildcats trailing the Fulton Falcons. The Falcons make the long trip over from their dressing room, which is over in the other gym. And about to start the second half. They had no warm-up time at all. The assistant coach of the Falcons has words with the officials. And it is a long walk. I'll give them that. They have to dress over in the other part of the school. We got little kids running all over the floor here. Wildcats need to make some shots here. That's got to be a key, I think, in the second half. The defense wasn't bad. You hold the team to 29 points. You've done some pretty good work on defense, but Wildcats have got to start hitting some shots. They got to take some higher percentage shots too. You talked about this. The Wildcats have not had anything really inside at all.
No, they haven't. They've got to get both Lucas and Darren involved in the paint. And, as I said, Kel Slater, I mean, he's the guy who makes things happen for the Wildcats. He's got to be able to penetrate and dish, or he penetrates and just, kind of does what he does.
Yeah, well wishes out to assistant coach Danny Green, not feeling well today, watching our YouTube stream at his house. Hopefully he'll be back for the Monday ball game as we're underway once again here in the second half. The Wildcats trailing by 5 with the basketball first, coming out with Lucas Searcy, Caden up to Graff, and Caden should have a layup. Here it is. It's going to be blocked. And good play for the Wildcats. Caden was going to be wide open there. He pump faked and he brought the defense to him quickly, and he didn't get the bucket. But Oak Ridge does still have the ball. Lucas Searcy to work the ball in from the baseline. Yet to do it. Now does finally, and throws the ball away. Try to get it over to Darren Osborne. He just couldn't jump, and they get a layup on the other end, but they miss it. They missed the shot. Darren's got the rebound. Wildcats down the floor with Lucas Searcy, pushing it up the floor. Driving with it will come Oak Ridge, and then the ball's knocked out of bounds. He stepped on the sideline and turned the ball over. So their press causing Oak Ridge troubles. The Wildcats, not a great start here, Mark. They're down 5 but they haven't looked good on their first two possessions here. Here come the Falcons once again. Number 4, that's Denaj Kimber, 6'2" sophomore. They work the ball top of the circle to Tyler Lee. He is 6'4". He's a sophomore. They drive the paint. Little fadeaway jumper is good. They score with Marcellus Jackson. They just look smoother than us right now, Mark, as Kel brings the ball down the floor.
Yeah, they look smoother, a little bit more confident. Oh, nice play there at time by Kel Slater as he's able to penetrate and do a little fadeaway from about 8 feet out. Yeah,
nice play. We need him, as you said. He kind of carries the Wildcats on his back. He brings the energy most of the time. I didn't think, I'm not saying he wasn't playing hard, but I didn't think his energy was typical Kel energy in the first half. 31-26 our score. They've got one on the right elbow. It's pretty good defense there as the Wildcats try to cut them off here. Marcellus Jackson with it. 6:45 to play, third quarter. 31-26 to score. Free throw line jumper is up, no good. Rebound to Oak Ridge. Wildcats have it. Kel with it, coming down the floor. Brings the ball across the midcourt line. 31-26 to score. Slater, top of the key. I thought he'd pull up and shoot a three. It was open for a second. Did not. Looks to his left, and then a 3-second lane violation is called against Darren Osborne. I think that's the first time that has been called. Wait, it wasn't a 3-second lane violation. It was a foul. I was about to say, I haven't seen a 3-second lane violation all year. It's going to be against the Falcons. 31-26 to score. Wildcats do get the in once again. Here goes top of the circle. Here comes Jamison splitting the defense into Darren Osborne. Didn't catch it cleanly. Might have been shoved and fouled. That's a couple fouls on the Falcons against Darren Osborne. And it'll be them substituting, let's see, Dexter Lewis back in the ball game. And they'll substitute. Oak Ridge down 5, 31-26, and Lucas will try to work the ball in. He's got to be a little stronger with his inbounds there as he works them in. Then it comes to Kel. Kel, top of the key. He has his man if he wanted to take him there. I was surprised he didn't. Midcourt circle. He dribbles in, penetrates the paint, turning, spinning, driving, stops, no place to go, goes to Darren. Darren Osborne pulls up, wants to shoot, does up, and it's good. Darren Osborne with his first 2 points in the last 2 ball games.
That's exactly what we need, David. He needs to be able to get down there and just bang with the big boys.
31-28 the score. The Wildcats down 3 here. Their basketball, number 14, Marcellus Jackson, guarded there by Jamison up to Graff. Gives it up to Hatchett. Desmar Hatchett drives the free throw lane. Pulls up. Fadeaway jumper is up. Clanging off the iron. No good. Rebounded by the Wildcats. Here comes Oak Ridge coast to coast with Kel. It goes in for the shot. No good. He does draw the foul, though. And that'll send Kel Slater to the free throw line. Kel has passed 1,000 in his career tonight. Congratulations goes out to him. And he has a chance to continue to pad that as he will go to the free throw line with 2 shots.
Kel in the ball game, David, with 8 points. This will be his, let's see, he's 4 of 6 from the free throw line now, 5 of 7.
And the Wildcats trail by 2, 31-29. Wildcats were down 5 after 1 quarter. They were down 5 at the half. They've cut it to 2 here. Got to get stops on defense on the other end. Second free throw, good. Closest the Wildcats have been in a while. 31-30 the score. The Falcons facing Oak Ridge's pressure right now. The ball is deflected out of bounds by a hustling Oak Ridge Kel Slater. Wildcats trail by 1, 31-30, and it'll be another foul called, Mark.
Yeah, they called that on Kel. It was good defense, but he probably scraped the arm as he was deflecting the ball out of bounds, so they called him for the foul.
Falcons work the ball in. Here they come down the floor, moving left to right here in the second half. 31-30, the Wildcats down a point. 5:32 to play here in the third period. Falcon basketball. Caden trying to work hard on defense outside the perimeter. He pulls up and shoots a 3. No good. Not a great shot, but they out-hustle Oak Ridge for the rebound, though. Good play there by number 15, Dexter Lewis. Wildcats down a point. 31-30 the score. Typical Oak Ridge Fulton game, always close as the ball is deflected out by Oak Ridge. Trying to deny the pass on the inside. They kind of hurt us inside a bit in the first part. Looks like the Wildcats have made an adjustment there. It'll be Coach Wright directing his troops out on the floor. 31-30. Falcon basketball underneath the goal. To work the ball in, they set it into the corner. They get a 3 off. It's good. 3-point shot for Marcellus Jackson. The Wildcats are down 4 again.
Jackson now with 8 points as Kel Slater slices into the lane, goes up for a shot, and he's fouled.
Kel spent the entire third quarter on the floor, and he'll go to the free throw line once again. 34-30 the score. Good 3-point shot just a moment ago there by the junior 5'11 Marcellus Jackson. And Kell will go to the free throw line. The bulk of his points seem to be coming from the free throw line.
Yeah, I would agree with that. He's got, 4 points from the field, and the remaining 6 from the free throw line. Now 7 from the free throw line. He has 11 points.
And the Wildcats are down 3. The lefty will have another one here. He'll be honored along with the other seniors on Monday when Clinton comes to town. 4:58 to play third quarter. Kell Slater back to the line. Good. And the Wildcats trail 34-32. They won their district championship. They've won 20 ball games this year. 2 20-game winners on the floor here at the Wildcat Arena. Wildcats got a guard, number 14, Marcellus Jackson. They work it in for a shot. Good. They score off the glass with Dexter Lewis. Their shots have been a lot easier than ours, Mark.
Yeah, they could have easily called a walk. I believe he kind of did a little hop jump and didn't go anywhere, so it could have called a foul. As a three-point shot up by the Wildcats. Second one up is good by Lucas Searcy.
The Wildcats are down a point again, 36-35. The Wildcats missed the first one by Kell, and then Lucas knocked it in. 36-35 the score. Falcons by 1. And there's going to be another reach-in foul. This one's going to be called against Kell Slater. 4:20 to play, third quarter. How many is that on Kell now?
That'll be his second, team second of the second half, David, as the Falcons will have the ball right in front of their bench.
Fulton, coached by Jody Wright. The arena over there at Fulton High School is already named for him. Jody Wright Arena, as the Falcons set up their offense. 36-35 the score. Marcellus Jackson with it at the midcourt line. 4:13 and counting. The Wildcats won. We had no junior varsity ball game today. A great play. The Wildcats got caught napping again, and Marcellus Jackson gets another bucket. It's a 3-point game.
Yeah, congratulate Fulton for a nice play there. This Wildcats just broke down on defense.
Another foul, and it's going to send Kell back to the free throw line. Kell looks not himself, actually. Look at his body language there. I don't know if he's been banged around a lot in this game. Maybe he's tired. Maybe he's not feeling well. He's done pretty good work for the Wildcats to this point, keeping the Wildcats in the game here in the second half, and primarily at the free throw line as he makes it once again. And he'll go back to the free throw line to try to make it a 1-point game once again.
I kind of noticed the same thing last Thursday, David. He just didn't quite seem himself, a little bit more lethargic than he typically plays.
And, of course, it's a long season for him, and he plays a lot of minutes, hardly ever comes out of the game. And he's done so much good work for the Wildcats. He does so many things. He's asked to bring the ball up the floor. He's asked to guard aggressively as the Falcons work the ball in. Left elbow shot, no good. They get the rebound, a tough rebound, then a foul's called, I think, against Lucas. You know, when they miss a shot, and I thought we had a pretty good positioning there for the rebound, they're just so quick. They go for the rebound so much quicker than the teams were expecting. Our team is expecting them to do, and they'll go to the free throw line. 38-37, Oak Ridge down a point. Wildcats have not led in this ball game since it was 7-5 as that free throw is up, and it's good.
That's Dexter Lewis at the line for the Falcons, David. He now has 3 points. This is his first attempt from the line, where his first one was good.
Dexter is a sophomore. They've got a young team, pretty scary. They're going to be a pretty good team. Second toss up is no good, and Caden's got the rebound. The Wildcats with a chance to tie with a 2 or take the lead with a 3 as Lucas is going to tie it right here. If he hits it, no good. Gets his own rebound, wants to power it back up. He kicks the ball to the left corner, and the Wildcats, Kell Slater with it. Wildcats reset. Here it goes to Kell, to Lucas, top of the circle. 39-37 the score. Wildcats once again have Caden cutting to the goal. He couldn't get in there as Kell's going to dribble in. He's going to drive past his man. They're going to call a charge this time on Kell Slater. Better defense that time. And to be honest with you, the Falcons, Kell has had the Falcons number here in the third quarter, but that time they got him for an offensive player control foul.
Yeah, that's his third foul, David. He picked up all 3 of those fouls very quickly here in the third quarter.
Falcon basketball, they'll try to work it in, and they do, and it comes to number 14, Marcellus Jackson. Fulton by 2, 39-37. Wildcats, as I mentioned, have not been in the lead since it was 7-5. Wildcats have kind of closed the gap a little bit here. It's been 5 points. They missed a shot, rebounded this time by Caden Updegraff. Now let's see if we can tie it or take the lead. Here comes Kell to the hole once again, goes in for the shot, no good. Once again, they could not do it. Here, they have an opportunity for a dunk on the other end. Nice play by Oak Ridge's Jamison Updegraff, which stopped what was going to be a layup. It'll be their basketball.
Yeah, great job getting back and, he was able to block the shot without getting called for a foul. So great job by Jameson Updegraff that time, David.
Falcon basketball, they drive in for a shot, rims out, no good. They get the rebound again. They had just dominated us on the glass, Mark.
Yeah, they have. That's number 44, Tyler Lee. He got only his 4th point of the ball game.
Wildcat basketball. Oak Ridge has had really no inside presence tonight, as you talked about. I think Darren has 2 points. Wildcats, and there's going to be another offensive foul called against the Wildcats.
Darren Osborne picks up his 2nd, David.
Wildcats are down 4, 41-37, and Coach Green's not happy. He's been signaling for a timeout, and he's granted a timeout. 2:23 to play 3rd quarter. He has his say with the official here. Mark, it's senior night coming up on Monday. The Wildcats will take on the Clinton Dragons. I know their body language will be better, and their energy level will be better on Monday night. It always is when the Dragons come in. The Wildcats will be honoring 6 seniors: Darren Osborne, Lucas Searcy, Caden Updegraff, Flip Thompson, Jameson Updegraff, and Kel Slater. The girls will be honoring Gracie Heron, Lauren Hart, and Samaj Clark. That'll be this coming Monday at the Wildcat Arena. Senior night against the Dragon. Final game of the regular season. Oak Ridge will start tournament play on Friday. The Lady Wildcats will play at 6. On Saturday, a week from tonight, the Wildcats will start tournament play. That'll be a 6 o'clock game as well. Coach Green is continuing to argue something down on the floor. And Coach Green, evidently, he has seen something he doesn't like, and the official says, that's enough. You had your say. Let's go back to basketball. 41-37 the score. The Wildcats down by 4. The Wildcats had cut it to 1 a couple times as they worked the ball out for a 3-point shot, which is no good. Wildcats got to get a rebound, and they do with Kel Slater. Wildcats running the floor. Kel swings it inside. They drive in. Little 10-footer is good. The Wildcats, Lucas Searcy, and the Wildcats trail by 2.
Great job. We said it all night, David. We got to get Lucas Searcy involved in the game. Lucas now with his 10th point.
Got to get a stop on defense as well as the Falcons set it out to the top of the circle to Kimber. Kimber, they look for a 3. It's up way off the mark. No good. Caden Updegraff comes down with the board. Almost fell down, but did a great job and a great balancing act. And the Wildcats work it across to Lucas Searcy. Here it goes, top of the circle. The Wildcats down 41-39. A minute 33 to play here in the 3rd period. Jameson Updegraff with the basketball to Lucas. He wanted to fire. He does. 3-pointer in the lead. No good. Rebound, though, to Jameson. Free throw line jumper. Too strong. No good. Wildcats can't get over the hump there. Got to get back on defense. Here they come down the floor. Minute 15 to play here in the 3rd period. With the basketball will come Dexter Lewis. 41-39 Fulton. They lead the Wildcats here at the Wildcat Arena. The girls won today 68-50 was the final score. Falcon basketball, they get a screen and a 3. He thought about shooting it. Now the Wildcats break down on defense. Block shot, though, on the Wildcats. Jameson's got it. Big rejection there by the Wildcats. Jameson bumped as he brings the ball across the line. Has trouble with it. Grabs it. Dribbles. Drives. Takes it to the hole. Good. And finally we're tied, Mark. 41-41 the score.
Great job by Jameson Updegraff, but credit Darren Osborne for the block shot on the other end, David.
35 seconds to play 3rd period. The Wildcats were down 5 after 1 quarter, 5 at halftime. We'll see what the Wildcats can do. And the Falcons are going to throw the ball away. The Wildcats will get it with 25.6 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter, and it's 41-41. The Wildcats, it's one of those grinded out kind of ball games, Mark.
Yeah, it is. Now in the ball game for the Wildcats, Flip Thompson checks in, out goes Darren Osborne.
So the Wildcats have some shooters in the game. Darren can shoot from the outside, but that's not his role on this particular team. 41-41 the score, 13 seconds to play. Kel Slater at the midcourt circle. Dribbles off to his right, dribbles back to his left. Dribbles in, penetrates. Down to 4 seconds. Wildcats got to get a shot off. Kel's going to drive. 1, fadeaway jumper, no good. And that was not good possession there for the Wildcats. But we head to the 4th and final quarter. 41-41 our score. We'll be back to the Wildcat Arena in 60 seconds.
I'm Mike Kelly with Betsy Coleman Realty. I'm a proud graduate of Oak Ridge High School, class of 1982, and a member of the 1980 state championship football team. As a lifelong resident of Oak Ridge, I would love to put my knowledge of the area to work for you should you have any real estate needs. You can contact me at 865-919-5559 or at BetsyColemanRealty.com. Thank you, and roll Wildcats roll.
How do you say the name? TN Bank?
Nope.
Tin Bank? So what is it?
10 Bank. 10, as in Tennessee. Right here where all our banking decisions are made. Not some corporate office in who knows where. 10 Bank partners with small businesses in our community to help them grow.
Really?
Yes, that's local banking from 10 Bank.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Come in, discover the difference of an independent insurance agency, Fox Insurance Group, Oak Ridge.
Welcome back once again to the Wildcat Arena here. 41-41 the score. The Wildcats of Oak Ridge and the Fulton Falcons are tied. The Falcons had the biggest lead in the ballgame, a 7-point advantage. The Wildcats' biggest lead tonight was a 3-point lead at 5-2. Here come the Falcons to start play here in the fourth quarter. Oak Ridge comes out with Jamison and Caden Updegraff, along with Kel Slater, Lucas Searcy. They get a shot up. Good. They have got a really talented basketball team. Here come the Wildcats back the other way, down again. 41-43. Here come the Wildcats. Kel Slater with it. 7:39 to play in the ball game here at the Wildcat Arena. Wildcats have it in the right corner, driving the baseline. Good defense there, cutting Lucas off. They work it back to the top. Here it goes to Lucas. He thought about driving the baseline. He has it. He has a good move in there. Wanted to shoot, goes inside to Flip. Flip goes to Lucas, and Lucas has to back it up once again. Wildcats down a point, or 2 points, 43-41. Caden Updegraff with the basketball. They extend the defense. It's a well-scouted team. Lucas shoots a three in the lead. Good! 3-point shot. Lucas Searcy and the Wildcats have the lead, 44-43.
Boy, that just took a lot of patience by the Wildcats. They have to play well set up as Fulton comes back with another two by Nanaj Kimber.
And the Wildcats are down 45-44, 6:53 to play in the basketball game. Here's Kell driving right, giving it over to Caden Updegraff. Caden drives in, no place to go. Has trouble with his dribble, looks for a backdoor cut. Nobody comes free. Kicks the ball back out. And works the ball left side. Here it goes once again to Jamison Updegraff. Jamison works the ball to the free throw line, dribbles in, pulls up, 5-footer, no good. Had a good look at it, just couldn't get it to go. Wildcats are down by 1. Wildcats, once again, watch the Falcons score, and it's 47-44.
Just as quickly as the Wildcats were able to tie it up, they give up, 4 unanswered points as they now trail by 3, 47-44, David.
Yeah, we actually had the lead there at 44-43. 44 points for the Wildcats. Here it goes out to Kell. 5:58 to play in the ball game. Wildcats with it, Flip Thompson. Over it goes right side to Jamison Updegraff into Lucas. He can't control the pass. It's stolen away by the Falcons. So Wildcats did take the lead, but the Wildcats haven't been able to score since. Now they got to get a stop here. They can't. They just drive in for a layup right down the center of the floor, and the Wildcats, just like that, are down 5.
Yeah, I mean, what I've noticed, David, is a couple last times down the court. I mean, the passes have been there, but the receivers just haven't been ready to receive the ball, and they just kind of fumble it, and it causes a turnover.
That's going to be a blocking foul called against the Falcons. Kell ran over the top of Dexter Lewis. Wildcats are down 5 again. 5:24 to play in the ballgame. 49-44. Mark, what team foul number is that for the Falcons?
That's their 16th foul, David. That was the first foul on Dexter Lewis.
Wildcats working into Kell. Kell probably could have turned and taken it in for a layup right there. He's being a little bit more patient, sets it up at the midcourt line. 49-44 the score. There's a double screen. Kell outside the line, swings the ball to Jamison, back to Kell. Got to attack a little bit more. The Wildcats doing a lot of standing around, Mark. 49-44 the score. Caden with the basketball. Has trouble with his dribble, fires it out to Kell once again. Wildcats down to 5 minutes, down by 5, 49-44. Wildcats' Lucas Searcy has a 3 on its way. Good. 3-point shot. And the Wildcats are down to within 2, and Oak Ridge calls a timeout. That's 2 big threes by Lucas Searcy here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, love seeing it, David. He had 5 points at the end of the first half. He scored 11 here in the second half, and we're not even halfway through the fourth quarter. So great. I told you earlier we got to have Lucas, and he looks like he showed up a little late tonight, but he's here.
And the Wildcats are down again by 2, 49-47. The Wildcats fell behind 2-0 on the first play of the ball game. The Wildcats then scored 5 straight points to take a 5-2 lead. Wildcats gave up that lead at 7-5 and trailed 15-10 after one quarter. Battled all the way through the second quarter and trailed by 5 after that quarter, after falling behind by 7 at one point in the second period. 29-24 was the score at the halfway mark. The Wildcats managed to tie the ball game at 41-41 at the end of 3 quarters, and we're down to the 4:51 mark of this ball game, and it's a 49-47 lead for the Fulton Falcons. They are so talented, though. They can score from every position. The Wildcats have done a pretty good job keeping in the ball game, primarily here in the fourth quarter with Lucas's shooting. Let's see what Oak Ridge can do. A lot of basketball to be played in a 2-point game. Typical Oak Ridge Fulton ball game, Mark.
Yeah, we got to get Kel back involved. He has not scored or shot here in the fourth quarter, David. So he's our quarterback. We need him in the ball game here.
It'll be the Falcons coming down the floor. 2-point game, 49-47 the score, 4:42 to play in the ball game. Wildcats, watch them work the ball to the right corner. Out to the top it goes to Taj Kimber. Kimber drives the baseline, gets a jumper up there, good. What can you do with that, Mark? They're so talented. I told you the Kimber brothers were good, and just a pretty shot from the baseline. The Wildcats are down by 4. 51-47 the score, 4:22 to play here in the ball game. The Wildcats work it over to Caden Updegraff. Caden to Lucas again. He's open again. He shoots again. He knocks it down again, and it's a 1-point game.
Great shooting by Lucas, David, and we need it. We need it desperately here in the fourth quarter.
And it's a 1-point game once again. 4:03 to play in the game. Let's see what the Falcons can do offensively. They're going to drive in. Here's nearly a steal. The ball's loose on the floor. The Wildcats have it. Lucas had it, and the foul's going to be called against the Fulton Falcons. 3 minutes 55 seconds to play, and that is the 7th team foul. And that'll send the hot shooting Lucas Searcy to the free throw line. The Wildcats are down a point, 51-50. It's 1 in the bonus here.
Yeah, you may want to back him up about 6 to 10 feet, David. That seems to be his range here in the second half. But he'll be at the free throw line. As I said, Lucas Searcy, this will be his first attempt from the line. Ooh, and it's short. He has 19 points in the ball game.
Yeah, we could have used that to get the tie and the lead there. Now we need to stop again. Get a good stop here. 3:55 to play in the ball game. 51-50. I've been tongue-tied most of the night tonight. Hopefully it won't be that way on Monday when the Dragons come to call. 51-50 to score. 3:49 to play in the ball game. The Wildcats are down a point. I don't like this 51-50 score. Reminds me of that Clinton game last Friday. They work the ball down low against Lucas. This fadeaway shot is up. No good. Rebound. Lucas had it. Saved by Caden Updegraff. Wildcats with the basketball and another foul against Fulton. Just a little bit too aggressive going for the ball away from Caden. And I think Caden Updegraff's going to shoot some free throws here. Caden on the year is a 64% free throw shooter. 51-50 our score. The Wildcats down a point.
Caden in the ball game, David. He has 2 points. This will be his first attempt from the free throw line.
And the first one can tie it. See what he does here. The Wildcats got to hit their free throws down the stretch. Caden shoots. Good. And we are tied. 51-51. Back to the free throw line. Caden Updegraff. The Wildcats' only lead in the second half was 44-43. Caden trying to give them their second lead of the night. Of the second half, that is. He does. Good. 52-51. And a big rebound a moment ago on a deflection by Lucas Searcy, saved by Caden. And then the Wildcats made a play, and they now lead it by 1, 52-51. Here come the Falcons driving in. Good defense there by the Wildcats, setting it up. They try to work for a 3. They'll kick it out to the big guy who shoots a 3, and it's good. What can you do about that, Mark? They're up by 2 again.
Yeah, it's like all their players can shoot from wherever, because 44 is their big post down there. And when he shoots a 3, you don't expect it to go in, but it did.
Lucas thought about driving, will not be able to shoot. Here comes Kell. He's going to drive the paint. That should be a layup. No, he's going to give it out to Lucas. If he can save it, he cannot. It goes out of bounds. Lucas just couldn't quite hold on to it. That's a turnover in a crucial time. 2:54 to play. 54-52. I was kind of hoping Kell would go ahead and shoot that one. And if he had, I think he would have been an AM1 situation if he had dropped it in. 2-point lead for the Falcons. Another big 3 hit by the Falcons. 2:54 to play anytime the Wildcats have gotten the lead, they've come right back with a big play. That's the sign of a good team.
Yeah, it is. They are making it very hard on the Wildcats tonight, David. They kind of claw their way back into to barely get a lead or to tie it up, and then Fulton just comes back on a little run. So Flip Thompson picks up his first foul, team 6, so not in a 1-and-1 situation yet, but they will be on the next Oak Ridge foul.
And they've been shooting free throws well, so I don't know if we want them at the line. Their basketball, here it goes to Jackson. Down to 2:39 to play. The Wildcats down 2, 54-52. Free throw line. They throw up a shot. It's a foul called against the Wildcats. He just kind of leaned into it, and that's going to send Taj Kimber to the free throw line. He leaned into that foul. Pretty smart play by a sophomore.
Yeah, they call that foul on Jamison Updegraff. I'm not quite sure. I think Coach Green may have gotten a warning. I had to look down, but we'll see. So to the line will be Taj Kimber, David. Tonight, Taj has, let's see if I can find him on my sheet. He's number 20. He has 14 points, now 15 as he sinks his first free throw of the night.
They've hit most of their free throws. They haven't, I don't think, been as many many times as we have, but they've hit most of their free throws.
Yeah, they were 1 for 2 at the end of the first half.
And they hit another one here, and just like that, we're down 4 again. 56-52. The Wildcats had taken the lead, 52-51, but now they're down 4 with 2:26 to play. Wildcats, Kell. Let's see if Kell's just got to take it in there. Here's Lucas, free for a 3. Boy, they need it. He didn't hit
nice
this one.
Rebound.
The Wildcats get the rebound up. Good. And the Wildcats, I think, wanted a timeout, and they got it called just in time. So Lucas missed the shot, but Caden, as he is so many times, just seems to always be in the right place at the right time.
And he was on that time, David. Great rebound for Caden Updegraff. He put it up, and now he has another 2 points. So Caden now with 6 in the ball game, and the Wildcats now trail again by 2 points.
The key, though, is we got to get stops on defense. We can't let anything be easy. And they've hit some good shots, too. I mean, we haven't gotten really anything away from them. They haven't turned the ball over that much. They are a very fundamentally sound team. They just don't turn the ball over that much, and that's why they're always in these close, tight ball games, because they just don't make mistakes.
Yeah, I mean, they are a well-disciplined team, David. They really frustrate you defensively, and then offensively they have so many weapons that they can go to. It doesn't really drop off. I noticed, before the game, I mean, it's not like their roster goes all that deep, but boy, the players that they have on their roster are very talented.
And the bad news is they're mainly underclassmen, too. They only have 2 seniors on the roster, and one of them hadn't even played tonight. Right. And Wildcats will go back on defense here. 2:14 to play in the ball game, 56-54. Wildcats come out with, let's see, Caden Updegraff, Jamison Updegraff, Kel Slater, Flip Thompson, and Lucas Searcy. Wildcats putting on the press, and they break it. It's going to be a track meet to the goal. They pull up and shoot. Good. Normally they don't shoot that, but they did. They break or press with so much ease right there. That was, once they got the pass in, it was just a track meet to the goal, an easy bucket. Wildcats under 2 minutes to play, down by 4, 58-54. 5-second count is on. Let's see if he got the timeout called in time. He did.
He did.
Nobody came to help him. You got to go out and help him, and I think he was just told, Flip just was told that you got to go help him when he's trapped like that. And Coach Green will talk to his troops here. 1:53 to play, 58-54. Wildcats dropped one to Clinton a week ago Friday. Wildcats had victories since then over Alcoa and over the West Rebels. Wildcats will play Clinton on Monday, and then a week from tonight they'll be in district tournament action. I didn't think the Wildcats have looked as sharp tonight. You got to credit Fulton obviously for that because they play some great defense, but I don't think we have been as sharp tonight in this ball game against a good Fulton team. Give them the credit for sure because they play some solid defense, and we've talked about their offensive abilities too. Oak Ridge needs a big bucket again. Let's see. The Wildcats do get it into Kell. Kell dribbles in, backs up outside the three-point line. The Wildcats down 4, resetting. Just great defense by the Falcons. Here's Kell, no place to go. Nearly turned the ball over. Kell stops, gives it out to Flip. Boy, they need this three. No good. Rebound, Falcons. Pulling it down is Tyler Lee, and then the ball knocked out of bounds by the Wildcats. Oak Ridge down with 94 seconds to play, 58-54. Flip just can't find that three-stroke that he's normally known for. Misfired on that one. It's given the Wildcats some good minutes out of the last few weeks. As the Wildcats watch them bring the ball down the floor against the press, and here we go again. They break it with ease, and they get a layup. Blocked. Our press has been not effective at all against them. In fact, I might want to take it off because they have had nothing but easy shots off of it.
Yeah, I think we need to concentrate on just getting back and setting up our defense, David, because you're exactly right. Our press is not as effective against the Falcons tonight as it typically has been.
To the free throw line will go Tyler Lee. 2 shots once again. Can salt this one away, and they don't miss free throws either. I mean, they're just a good basketball team. Wildcats are a good basketball team too, but they've just made more plays than us tonight. Minute 26 to play in the game, 59-54. Second toss, good. And now the Wildcats are in a little desperation mode with a minute 24 to play. Kell will bring the ball down the floor. Got to play with some urgency here as Kell dribbles right, fires it out to Caden. Minute 17 to play. There's Lucas. He shoots a three. Can we count on him? Of course we can. 3-point shot by Lucas Searcy. And Lucas has showed up tonight with his shooting prowess, and it's back to a 3-point game.
Lucas now with 22 points in the ball game, and we need him. We need all the points we can get from him and for Kell. The interesting thing, Kell yet to score or shoot in the fourth quarter, and there's 1:12 remaining in the fourth quarter.
And we need him to score.
We do.
The student section has not been as up as they normally are. I think they're saving their energy for Monday night. There's a lot of them here, but they just haven't had the energy that the Wildcats actually probably could have used here tonight. They're still in the game, obviously, a minute 12 to play, but getting stops against this team. And you just can't expect Lucas to keep knocking down shots here. We got to get a stop. We got to get something easy and get another stop here. 60-57 the score. The Wildcats are down by 3 points, a minute 12 to play. The Wildcats were down 5 after one quarter, down 5 at the half, 29-24, tied the game at 41-41, have had 2 leads in the second half, 44-43 and 52-51, but it's been the Falcons since that time. They lead it by 3, 60-57. Wildcats need to stop on defense. They're going to put that press on once again. Let's see if we can do a better job here. They throw over the top of us and get a track meet down the floor, and it comes to Kimber. The Wildcats will retreat back. Minute 7 to play here. No shot clock in the high school ball game, so we can't let them just dribble around. Here comes the trap set. The Wildcats give up. We're going to give up a layup to Lee there. They work the ball along the baseline. Good trap defense there. The Wildcats commit the foul with Jamison up the graph. They left Tyler Lee wide open, all alone underneath the goal. If they had seen him, that would have been another easy 2.
Yeah, it would have, and he was waving his arm, trying to be as big of a target as he could be, David, but they just chose not to get it to him. Picking up the foul for the Wildcats was Jameson Updegraff. That's his second as the Falcons go to the line with Marcellus Jackson. His first attempt from the free throw line tonight is good. He now has 11 points.
Good teams win at the free throw line, and they have hit their shots. Second toss, good. 5-point game, 62-57. The Wildcats. Kell's got to go down the floor. I know he's looking for space here. We don't have time here. We're down by 5. The Wildcats can't just keep having Kell or Lucas knock down threes. Here comes Caden with a 3. It's in and out, no good. Wildcats just looked for the 3 there, and the Wildcats are going to commit a foul. I think the Wildcats need to attack, but I'm not out on the floor. It's not my game plan, but I think Kell taking it to the rim is a higher percentage shot than just throwing up a 3. 35 seconds to play, and the Falcons can win this ball game here. They have the basketball at the free throw line, and they can salt it away. They're already up 5, 35.4 seconds to play.
I think Kell's having a harder time driving tonight. I mean, this defense of the Falcons is very good. They have good footwork as the free throw shot is up and no good by Denalish Kimber. So I really think that, Kell can usually make moves happen, but it's a lot harder tonight against this Falcon team.
I don't think he feels well, to be honest with you. He didn't look like himself as they It's a two-possession game still, and only 32 seconds to play. Kell dribbles down the floor. Kell around the left side, drives to the baseline. He goes up for the shot, no good. Gets his own rebound, then he draws the foul. See, he didn't really attack there with his normal speed. I don't know if he's turned an ankle or something, but he didn't attack the rim as fast as he normally does. And I'll be eager to ask Coach Green after the ball game. Kell's a warrior, though. He's been out there playing as hard as he can. Just doesn't look like Kell, to be honest with you. Kind of a half step slower. He goes to the free throw line. His toss is no good, and they have the rebound. That's going to do it, Mark. Wildcats down 6 right now with 19 seconds to play, and the Wildcats are going to lose this one to the Falcons. Still time on the clock, but they needed those free throws.
Yeah, they did. The fans begin to file out now, David. Looks like the fate has been set for the Wildcats as Flip Thompson picks up his third foul. To the line for the Falcons will go Marcellus Jackson again. He's got 12 points. He's 2 of 2, now 3 of 3 from the free throw line.
And they just don't hardly miss the free throws here, and that's why they're going to win the ball game. 64-57 the score. Tosses up. No good. Rebounded by Caden. Then the Wildcats really throw the ball away. And right there, they are up 64-57, and that young man just dove for a ball when the game is not in doubt right now. That's a great hustle play, and that's what the Wildcats need here. 16 seconds to go. Kell has got to come down the floor. 13 seconds, 12 seconds. Kell dribbling.
Nice.
Works the ball inside of Caden. Layup good. 6 seconds, 5 seconds. They don't even have to bring the ball in. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, and that's your final score. The Wildcats are defeated by a final score of 64-59. Falcons end a 2-game losing streak to the Wildcats, and the Wildcats fall to 20-5 on the year, while the Falcons win their 22nd ball game of the year. Great ball game, really. I mean, it was a typical Oak Ridge Fulton game. It was close, tight, good defense played by both teams, and just a war down on the floor. But the Wildcats just didn't make enough shots in the first half, and really mostly in the game. And you got to credit the defense of the Fulton Falcons, who always play tough defense. They hit free throws down the stretch. They made the plays down the stretch. The Wildcats just didn't make enough of them. Good effort for the Wildcats, though, but they fall in this one 64-59.
Yeah, a good game. Quality team in Fulton, as they always are, David. I think you probably said it, but did Fulton, did their boys win their district? I know you said that the girls did.
Yeah, their boys undefeated in the district too, so they did as well. So, it's a typical Fulton team. They now are 22-5 on the year, and one of their losses was to the Clinton Dragons, but they also beat Clinton as well. So it's a good basketball team. No slouch at all, a basketball team. But I didn't think the Wildcats were as sharp. And like I keep saying, and I don't want to take anything away from Fulton at all. I don't want to take anything because they played some good basketball. But I just didn't think the Wildcats were at the top of their game. And, they got that Clinton game on Monday that they have in the back of their mind for sure. But you got to take care of business. And the crowd was not as I don't know. It wasn't a typical Fulton Oak Ridge crowd. There wasn't a lot of it wasn't loud, for one thing. But it's a good game against a good quality team as you get ready for the postseason.
Yeah, it was, David. I know you mentioned that they're probably missing quite a few students just due to dance, I believe you said. So,
right.
That probably hurts. Hopefully there's not a dance on Monday night for the Clinton game, but if there is a dance, it needs to be here in the arena after the game.
Going to take a break here. We'll speak to the head coach of the Wildcats, Coach Aaron Green, who gives Mark an opportunity to work on the stats. We appreciate our camera personnel tonight, Andy Hudson, Parker Free, and Tyler Morris doing camera work. The Wildcats fall in the boys' game. The girls win, though, 64-59 the final score. We'll be back to the Wildcat Arena with a look at the stats and Coach Green in 3 minutes.
How do How do you say the name? TN Bank?
No.
Tin Bank? So what is it?
10 Bank. 10, as in Tennessee, right here where all our banking decisions are made. Not some corporate office in who knows where. 10 Bank partners with small businesses in our community to help them grow.
Really?
Yes, that's local banking from 10 Bank.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Energize your home with natural gas from ORUD, your affordable energy choice. See all the ways natural gas can improve your home by visiting our showrooms in Oak Ridge or Kingston. New gas appliances run more efficiently. They provide hot water when you need it, precise heat control for cooking, and you can dry clothes in about half the time. Comfort you can feel. Savings you can use. ORUD Natural Gas. To learn more, visit ORUD.org.
Mortgage Investors Group at the Oak Ridge office. We love our community and Oak Ridge Wildcat basketball. We pride ourselves in taking the same winning tradition in helping you find the perfect mortgage loan for your family. Ask for Norma Sheldon, Jackie Pullen, Shannon Ochiltree, Mandy Henry, or Darren Osborne at 865-482-8910 or visit us online at mortgageinvestorsgroup.com. Tennessee Mortgage License Number 109111. MIG is an equal housing lender.
You've worked hard to build your business, and we want to help you protect it. The team at Fox Insurance Group believes your business deserves the expertise of a local insurance agent. With business insurance from Todd Fox at Fox Insurance Group and Encova Insurance, you can make sure your business stays up and running no matter what happens. If you own a business, make sure it's fully protected by contacting Fox Insurance Group. Visit www.grayfoxins.com or call 865-482-0513.
Come in, discover the difference of an independent insurance agency. Fox Insurance Group, Oak Ridge.
I'm Mike Kelly with Betsy Coleman Realty. I'm a proud graduate of Oak Ridge High School, class of 1982, and a member of the 1980 state championship football team. As a lifelong resident of Oak Ridge, I would love to put my knowledge of the area to work for you should you have any real estate needs. You can contact me at 865-919-5559 or at betsycolemanrealty.com. Thank you, and roll Wildcats roll.
They say that being a coach's wife is hard, but Laura Lynn Green, wife of Oak Ridge head coach Aaron Green, and a local State Farm insurance agent, makes buying insurance easy for you. Auto, homeowners, renters, business, life, health, and much more. Laura Lynn Green's office is located at 136 Marquette Road in Oak Ridge. Give her a call today at 483-5666 or say hello to her courtside at any Oak Ridge High School basketball game. She might be a coach's wife, but she was a Wildcat fan first. For State Farm Insurance, call Laura Lynn Green in Oak Ridge.
This is Hayden Tarwater, and you're listening to Wildcat Sports on prepradio.com.
Now back to the Fox Insurance Group Oak Ridge Wildcat live stream on YouTube. Come in, discover the difference of an independent insurance agency. Fox Insurance Group Oak Ridge.
Welcome back once again to the Wildcat Arena, where the Wildcats have been defeated by a final score of 64-59. Here with the final stats of the ball game, Mark Haste.
Thank you very much, David. Leading scorer for the Wildcats was Lucas Searcy. Don't want to discount fine night that he had. He had 6 3-pointers tonight, David. Something we didn't really talk about because we were just kept wanting him to hit more and more and more. So he had a fine night. He had 22 points. He was 8 of 17 from the field. Also in double figures for the Wildcats, Kel Slater had 14 points. He was 2 of 11 from the field. 10 of 13 from the free throw line, so a fine night from Kel at the free throw line for the Wildcats. 9 points added by Jameson Updegraff. He was 4 of 6 from the field. 8 points by Caden Updegraff. He was 3 of 8 from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. 4 points for Flip Thompson off the bench. 1 of 2 from the field, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, and 2 points by Darren Osborne. He was 1 of 2 from the field. So as a team, the Wildcats were 19 of 47 from the field. They were 11 of 26 in twos. They were 8 of 21 in threes. And they were 13 of 18 from the free throw line. Looking at the scoring quickly as we wait for Coach Green to make his way here for the Fulton Falcons. They were led in scoring by Taj Kimber. He had 16. 14 points by Denaj Kimber. 13 points by Marcellus Jackson. 7 points by Jalen Turner, 9 points by Tyler Lee, 3 points by Dexter Lewis, and 2 points by Desmere Hatchett. David, you have Coach Green.
Yes, I do. We'll let him get settled in here. Head coach of the Wildcats. Oak Ridge defeated tonight by a final score of 64-59. Defensive struggle, as they always are, Coach. I thought the Falcons just did a masterful job, really, kind of defending you all. You didn't shoot the ball well here in the first half. You battled with them the entire time. Lucas kept you in the game, late in the ball game, with 6 3-pointers tonight. But for the most part, I didn't think you were sharp shooting. And one thing I wanted to ask you, I didn't think Kel looked like himself today. I don't know if he wasn't feeling well, or was it just the great defensive work by the Fulton Falcons. Either way, Fulton wins the game by 5. They made plays when they needed to down the stretch, and they win the ball game by 5.
Yeah, it's a good ball game. That's about typical Fulton team. I mean, Coach Wright does a good job. They're one of the better defensive teams you'll play. I thought their defense, especially on the ball, was really, really good. We had a hard time. Kel did a little bit better job in the second half, got to the rim a little bit, but I thought they did a very good job guarding the ball. And a lot of stuff that that maybe we're getting around folks when we spread them out and trying to drive it, they took some of that away. Just by good on the ball defenders. They got they're a lot like us, David, as far as how they play. They hang their hat defensively, and and we didn't. I thought in the first half, and I tried to tell them, when you play a really good defensive team, you've got to get the ball changed from one side of the floor to the other. We didn't. We want to attack and transition, but it was probably a little bit too much one-on-one and stuff. We're trying to we want to be in attack mode, but they're going to take away some of that penetration that you normally may get because they're such a good defensive team and they're quick and athletic. So I thought our struggles offensively had a lot to do with Fulton. But again, we if it wasn't for Lucas making those threes there, we may have lost by 10 or 12. But the bottom line is we didn't play great offensively. We didn't shoot it great. And that happens, but even with that said, it's 41-41 going into the fourth quarter, and we lost the game on a defensive end. We just they're shooting 10 footers wide open. The Twins 4 and 20. And, they got in there a couple times for some layups. Had a miscommunication on our press there when we were behind. I mean, if you don't get stops against a good team, especially in the fourth quarter, you're gonna have a hard time winning.
Got a couple leads there in the ball game, 44-43 late, and then you also led 52-51. But like you said, it seemed like when you would get to that point, they would just boom rattle off 4 or 5 points, and with big plays and just big shots. Very, very impressive team. Very young, impressive team for Coach Wright.
Yeah, Coach Wright says they're probably a year away. I think he's sandbagging a little bit. They've got a good team, and I knew they had a good team. I think they're one of the better teams in our area, and they're just they're longer than they looked on tape. 4 and 20, the Twins. I mean, they're good 6'3". 44 is good 6'5", 6'6". I mean, they're long and athletic, and we just like I said, I think the biggest disappointment for me is just the defensive end. We didn't get it done there in the fourth quarter. We had an opportunity to even though you haven't played well, and I think. That's what you tell. That's kind of what our foundation of what we are about is, you're going to struggle offensively some. Teams are going to do a good job guarding you. We got to execute better and get better looks and move and cut and screen, which we didn't do a very good job of. But again, if you defend and rebound there in the fourth quarter, you probably have a chance to win it.
Yeah, I'm looking at the Wildcats walking out of the dressing room and heading towards their cars. Look pretty down about this one. You want to close out your years with wins, obviously, and you have a chance to do that on Monday against Clinton. And I know they'll be up and ready for that one. But this one is a loss, and I know that it hurts them to lose anytime. It doesn't matter who they're playing, but it hurts them to lose. These guys are such competitors. But you do play Clinton on Monday, and that'll be the last of the regular season.
Yeah, no doubt. And we knew coming into the this last couple weeks that we were going to play some really good teams, and they're there for a reason. We always play Fulton this last game, and we've had a lot of battles with those guys over the years, and these type of games can prepare you for postseason. We've got a mature team. One of the things I told them in the locker room after the game is, once you leave this locker room, you need to be, you need to think about things you didn't do well. We got to execute better. But you got to put this one behind you, and you got to improve. We have good preparation tomorrow at practice, and we've got to even I've said it all year long. It's just continue to get better, learn from the things we didn't do very very good job of. And again, that's getting stops and rebounds in the fourth quarter, and getting a little bit more better at getting better execution offensively. Which again, I think you got to give Fulton credit. We won't play many teams that defend like that. That's one of the reasons they've had a bunch of success over the years, and same way we've had success. It starts on the defensive end. So we got a good group of guys. They'll be upset obviously with the loss, but again we got to regroup too, myself included. I take them hard as well. Got to find some way to get this one back in your mind and get ready for tomorrow's practice and get ready for Monday.
Yeah, hats off to Lucas though. I don't want it to go unnoticed. 6 threes in the ball game, and they came at big times in the latter part of the ball game. So before I let you go, just your comments on the Warrior Lucas Searcy.
Yeah, Lucas obviously he kept us in it there in the fourth quarter, and he got hot, and we run some stuff to try to get him a few more looks, and just obviously wasn't enough, but. I mean, he's not. I can assure you, he's not worried about making 6 threes or 22 points. He's as devastated as anybody in the loss, and he'll take it as hard as anyone, even though we've had a good offensive night. But again, this is we talked about it with our team yesterday, and this is why you play these type of teams or these type of games, and these teams that are good late in the year. It'll get you ready for postseason and kind of get you. You really need to be playing with an edge this time of year, and you can't really be playing with an edge if you're not challenged. And hopefully this will be the type of games that'll get us ready.
Coach, thanks a lot. We'll talk to you again on Monday.
Yeah, thanks a lot, David. I know we got senior night on Monday, and senior nights are always tough, and obviously we'll have a big crowd, but we need to send these. Let's pack this place out. Should be a great environment. Should be a great basketball game with 2 really good teams, and looking forward to it. And just sadly, you start thinking about your seniors, and we've got a good group. So looking forward to Monday.
Coach, thanks a lot.
Right,
have a good Sunday at practice. You won't have any time to rest.
Yeah, thanks, David.
Wildcats fall tonight 64-59 to a very good Fulton Falcon basketball team. The Lady Wildcats, though, win 68-50. Mark, I know you went through the stats. Just run the Oak Ridge points down for me real quick and run down the Lady Wildcats scoring.
Okay. Leading scorer for the Wildcats was Lucas Searcy. He had 22 points. Kel Slater had 14. Jameson Updegraff with 9. Caden Updegraff with 8. Flip Thompson with 4. And Darren Osborne with 2. Lady Wildcats, earlier, they won 68-50. Leading scorer for the Lady Wildcats was Jenna Johnson. She had 26. Samaj Clark had 18. Ayana Porter had 13. 4 points for Lauren Hart. 3 points for Demetria Strickland. And 2 points for both Cannon Green and Lindsay Cleveland.
Mark, I appreciate yours and Shauna's work tonight, along with Parker Free, Andy Hudson, and Tyler Morris. Final score of the ball game, the Wildcats defeated 64-59. Our next broadcast of Oak Ridge High School basketball will be coming up Monday. This coming Monday as the Clinton Dragons come to town. We look forward to seeing the Dragons at the Wildcat Arena for senior night, as Coach Green said. We'll be on FM 92.7, FM 94.7, prepradio.com, Oak Ridge Schools Television Channel 15, and we will stream the game on our YouTube channel, Prep Radio. For Mark, Shauna, Andy, Parker, and Tyler, this is David Clary saying, so long, everybody.